Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, all. Firstly, I want to say I've never heard that fucking Ridge Racer song before. That song fucking slaps. I'm playing it again. They used to have bangers. They used to have bangers back on video games. No one ever told me Ridge Racer has like an absolute crazy song in it. We used to have real music, exactly. Hello, Rapute. Hello, Yaduffle. Hello, Hidena. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Aman. Hello, Silver. Hello, Sammy Dare. Stream, if I request a game of a series of games, how likely is it you will play all of them if you like it? So that's a tough one, because if I really like the game, I might play the other games for sure, but I might play them on my own time. Because I need not only me to like the game, I need this audience to enjoy the game as well. Because like one game is normally fine. If someone doesn't like it, they can always just come back. But if we played like 3 games in a series, if people don't like that series, they're going to be gone for a long time, right? So it kind of depends on if the chat also likes it, basically. But you never know. Hello, Days Jizzies. Oh, and Sammy, I was going to say as well, I remember you were saying earlier, like a months ago, you were talking about how you were asking if there was a way to give channel points or something to people who watch VODs, which I have not come up with a solution for, but I will say, because I know you watch a lot of the VODs and then you're around on the streams when you can be, I will offer you a free wheel segment for a game in honor of you watching like YouTube VODs and stuff and not seeing it live all the time. So let me know what you want on the wheel, and I'll put it on there. Hello, Jack. Hello, Sprinter. Hello, hello. Start a propaganda campaign. You can start a propaganda campaign as well. Wow, you just redeemed one as well. Give you black and white too. Do you want that for both your wheel segments or just the first one? And are you're talking about? Are you talking about the Pokemon game, or are you talking about the old school Peter Molyneux game, Black and White 2? You want one for the Discord to come up with? Okay, not the Pokemon game. Okay, gotcha. Good, because that would have been like that would have been a pain in the ass to find. Not the Pokemon game. Actually, I'm sure there's a lot of ROMs and stuff you can get, but whatever. There. Make sure I spell it right. Ridge Racer. Hold on. Sunny Dar. Sorry, something there. Something for this. Yes. Okay. One for the. Anyway. We'll work out the one for Discord later. If you want to put like a poll in the Discord or something. People love Exocolonist. People do love Exocolonist. I'm people. Hello, my body, Mike Joyce. Hello. You played Clues by Sam today and reached the conclusion the game is stupid. I did have a look and I was like, maybe I should do it again, like run it back, like the redemption angle. And then I saw it was another hard one. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend another 40 minutes bashing my head against the wall. But like my first games I've ever played, I think I'll wait until there's like a medium or an easy warm up. You know, like 5 Pokemon ROM sites at the top of your head? Yeah, but then I'd have to play Pokemon Black and White. That's the main part. Hello, the Urn. Hello. What's exocolonizing? My teenagers? Exocolonizing hard or hardly exocolonizing? Am I right? Am I right, folks? Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good on this Sunday. Ooh, sorry, I'm tired. I'm very tired. Okay. Let's lock in. I'm locking in. Let's start off, as we always do, with a quick bit of Power Scaddle. What we got here? Sun Rong. The daily life of the immortal king. Okay, well, you do not seem like the immortal king. So I don't know if you're strong. But you do have like that magical temple shrine maiden kind of look going on. Which means you could be kind of OP. Today's Power Scale has an insane anime. Machine at work that always broke today. Oh. Hope I don't have a long day at work today. Goes to the long day factory. I mean, I gotta go with Zanku from Agame Ga Kill. I mean, look at this fucker. Like, look at this woman, and then look at this guy. Like, this... He is ominous. There's no way it's not him. No way. Oh my god, he got demolished. She has a 2C? Oh my god. Lokar from Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. Why is he just ahead? And Bluto from Popeye. Oh shit. The Great Blutovsky. This is a tough one. Because Power Rangers does have like bullshit power scaling in it. But also Bluto could do some insane shit. He could do some insane shit, but also like he's just kind of very strong. Like all he does is strength stuff. Like he can like punch a ship and make it move. But like he doesn't have anything past that. I think I'll go low car. Damn, he is strong. Okay. Pegasus from Dungeons and Dragons, just like a straight up Pegasus, versus King Dedede from Kirby. I mean, Kirby is like a space god, right? So therefore, like everything in his universe has to be high power by like default. Especially someone like King Dedede, who like faces them in like as a villain. Okay. Tornadus from Pokemon, Therian form, versus Gaimon from Digimon Universe, Aptly Monsters. This is the Pokemon versus Digimon matchup we've all been waiting for. Wait, hold on. This is just a guy. But it's called Gatchamon. Is this a Digimon in the shape of a human being child? Is this some fucked up, like, evolutionary mimicry? Is this like a Digimon, but it just looks like a human? Or is this a human they just called Gatchamon? My Digimon knowledge is not strong. I mean, regardless, I think, like, Thunder God, whoever the fuck this Pokemon is, has to beat Small Child. No way. No way he loses. Okay. We have Lords, the first of the oh my god. Amancidus? Who, I mean, he looks pretty fucking hardcore. From Blasphemous, obviously the Catholic Guild platformer. Versus Lao G, power release from training from One Piece. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Has never done a leg day in his life. This is just like the average bloke you see in Weatherspoons at like 10 AM on a Monday. Hello, Silver Sister. Hello. This is just a bloke. This is just a guy with a bald head, no muscle, round in the stomach. Like this, we've got to go with this guy. What the fuck? How, bro? How is this guy 6C? Whatever. Broly, Super Saiyan. I mean, Broly's Broly. I don't remember him looking so smug, but I mean, Broly's Broly. versus Okumori Kazi from Mind Assassin. Okay, I mean, being a Mind Assassin, I feel like makes you pretty powerful. But Broly's Broly. Underestimated a One Piece character. Classic mistake. It really was. It really was. But I never underestimated a Dragon Ball Z character. Nautilus from League of Legends. Oh shit. Versus Dooley from Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker is one of those shows that, like, I remember the character and, like, his annoying laugh. I could not tell you a single person or character or, like, location in that anime apart from Woody Woodpecker or cartoon. Like, I don't remember anything else about the entire show apart from Woody Woodpecker. But Nautilus is also, like, fucking 10 feet tall, I think, so I'm gonna go with Nautilus. Oh my god, this guy's 4C? How the fuck is this guy 4C? Oh, okay. It's because he has fucking cartoon strength, like, where he can get smashed into a 2D object but then come back to life. So clearly he's invincible and immortal. Okay, whatever, buddy. Whatever. Dionysus, from Percy Jackson versus Murakumo from Senran Kagura. My word. I don't think that armor's doing much for you, love. Now Dionysus is a god, but he's not exactly one of the strong gods. Why was Bluto so low? I guess because, like, Bluto never, like, runs into a wall that's been painted like a road and then gets flattened into a complete pancake and then inflates his thumb and then makes himself back again. Like, stuff like that, like insane shit. Is he drinking a Coke Zero? Or was that some kind of beer? Anyway, I think God still wins, right? Surely God still wins. Yeah, okay. We have Gargantua Prime, Mech Gargantua, from Plants vs. Zombies 2, which is gonna be pretty fucking strong. Zeus banned him from drinking alcohol for 100 years. He drinks Coke. That fucking sucks, bro. That's unfortunate for him. What did he do? What did he do to get himself banned from drinking alcohol for 100 years? Bearing in mind all the stuff that he's done beforehand. Also, does ambrosia count as an alcoholic drink? I never really thought about it. So I always felt like it kind of supersedes alcohol, being like a mythical drink. But if I had to guess, I imagine it's like a mead, right? Like, it's still probably an alcohol. Versus Hawken from Armed with Wings. Buddy, you have no wings. Armed with wings and he has no wings. I mean, I gotta go with this guy. I'm not gonna give a character with no wings in an anime called Armed with Wings a fucking high power ranking. Ambrosia's the food, the gods drink nectar. Okay, yeah, maybe the nectar. Nectar of the Gods, aka Monster Energy Drink from Death Stranding 1. Maybe it's because I think of ambrosia, because the problem is, in the UK, there is a brand of custard called ambrosia. So whenever I hear that, I always think of ambrosia being a liquid. After chasing an off-limits dryad twice, being off-limits as his father had eyes on the nymph. Okay, I was going to say, there's no way Zeus is going to punish Dionysus for chasing a woman or a nymph, but then if he was also chasing her at the same time, then that makes sense. Oh my god, it's the fucking... Oh, it's the light novel matchup. Okay, hold on. I got my fucking reading glasses on for this one. I got a cheat ability in a different world and became extraordinary even in the real world. Okay, versus Final Boss Fake Out. The protagonist thinks she killed me, so now I'm free. It's over. Two light novel fucking protagonists facing off against each other. I mean, I think anything with a cheat ability is normally more OP. Like, this seems more like you're a powerful villainess and then you get to, like, live the rest of your life just being chill. This is about some guy who has the power to, like, he glitches in infinite energy or some bullshit. So I'm going to say this guy is stronger. Oh, it was close, though. Ooh. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Not bad. Right. Let's get a time guesser in. Let's get a time guesser in. Oh my god. Is that Mr. SP'd himself? Actually, it might not be. I have no idea. That might have just been like a... I was just thinking because he's fucking been touring the world. But I don't really watch his stuff. This could also be... I don't know. Is this a Finnish football player? Or is this sweet? Like, I have no idea. Like, okay, good. Okay, good. I instantly thought, like, oh shit, was that just racist of me to assume that? But I think it is him, right? I don't watch his stuff enough. I just, like, see a gif of him every fucking 3 days on Twitter. Him, like, racing a lion or some shit, or backflipping off the wall of China. Just living a fucking anime protagonist lifestyle. Okay, well, he's obviously in Finland. When would he have been in Finland? Let me think. He was in China last year. He's in Africa this year. I'm going to say he was in Helsinki in 2024. Guess. 2025, okay. Okay, well, you know what? He had a fucking busy 2025, huh? He went to, like, China, America, and Europe in 1 year? That... Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Exposition 33. My god, the original. This is Exposition 32 you're seeing here. Exposition Martinique. It's in French. Okay, is this one also in French? It is. Okay, fuck. Voila, Francois. Blah, blah, blah. My French is not good enough to actually know what they're saying here. It's like 150 years ago? There was something here. Okay, well let's... Why are you protesting, or is it closed? Okay. If this is in France, and it's some old shit, I'm gonna say it's in Paris. Let's just put it bang in the middle. And let's say it is the 1960. 1960? No, 1950. 1950, because then 150 years ago would make it exactly 1800. And maybe they built this thing to commemorate the 1800s, like the beginning of the century. Make a guess. It was 1940. Fuck. Crowds viewing an exhibition of French Freemasonry at Paris Petit Palais during the early months of Nazi occupation. The Vichy regime promoted anti-Masonic and anti-Semitic propaganda, portraying Freemasonry as the reason for France's defeat. Okay, I didn't notice any anti-Semitic words, but I can't speak French, so... Le régime. That's fucking true. Okay. What the fuck is this? Burda Balik Tumak Yasktir. What the fuck am I looking at? So it's like all these kids made like a floating death trap in the water? And look at this guy. This is the most fucking like guy who lives on the pier fucker I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, look, what am I looking at here? I'm thinking like Greek or like Turkish. Oh, hold on. Istanbul. I see Istanbul. I pog. Okay, hold on. It's Istanbul. And looking, it's not like it's not like the major thoroughfare area. It doesn't look very busy. So let's put it like out here in like one of the poorer areas. Let's say like here. Actually, did it have a... Hold on. Kopfrua? Beldeas. Do we see a Beldeas or a Kopfrua? What the hell is this song? What is this? This is Disco Prince. Oh shit, we love Katamari. Oh fuck, this is in Katamari Dynasty. Or in We Love Katamari, I think. Whatever. They're all the same game, you roll shit around. Birda is, of course, the ship name of Artemi Dani Pathologic. Oh, of course. Okay, let's just fucking say here. Okay, what kind of year are we thinking here? It's not super clear in the background, so I wouldn't say it's like a late age black and white. I'm gonna say 40, let's say 1946, a year after the World War II ended. And they're playing with like a broken ship or some shit. 1983? Brother, get a better camera. You were using this in 1983? Oh yeah, that jacket. Yeah, fuck, I should have seen that jacket. Yeah, they're not... I don't even look at their clothing. Fuck. Well, whatever. Right, what are we looking at here? Bar, restaurant, bar. Chez Dupont. Are we in France? Erythritol. Are we in Belgium? I'm thinking Belgium. That doesn't help me. If it's like France, but I can't really understand it, I'm saying Belgium. I mean, it could be Luxembourg as well, I guess. But... You got something in here? Oh, hold on. Hans something Germany? Is that just a red herring? Because... yeah, it's saying Monsieur everywhere. There's no way this is Germany. They wouldn't say wine as Wiener anyway, would they? If they were in Germany. Yeah, okay. They try to throw me off, but I'm not taking the bait. I think this is Belgium. I think this is Brussels. And I'm gonna say this one is 55. It was Denmark. Oh my god. Translate from Danish to English. Well, thank you for telling me now. Fucking Google Translate. This is Danish? They use Monsieur in Danish? Or is the is the company called Monsieur? And then Hair Freezer is the name, is the way to say hairdresser? Oh fuck. God damn it. Alright, well, let's try and make it back. Okay, what we got here? Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. This is Greenland. This is Greenland. Something about our future? Now, here's the question. Is this the protest for when they were trying to... Is this like a Oh, it says Nuck, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it's in Nut. Or Nuke? I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's have a look here. It's not a big place. We can probably work out where this is. I mean, it's what? By the coast. Maybe like here? Sure. Is this an independence movement for, like, free the whole America thing, talking about Denmark? Or is this in response to the American stuff? I think does that say not for sale? It says not for something. God, the quality control is not... The quality of the image is not amazing. Fuck, I can't read it. We want our own future in English? Well, it could also be... Yeah, I guess if they were doing... I don't know, what do they speak in Iceland? Do they speak English or do they speak Danish? Denmarkian. Because you're right, if they speak Danish, then it makes sense for the posters to be in Danish if they were trying to protest against Denmark. Fuck it, let's say it's this year, now. Go. They don't protest against Denmark owning them. They want independence long term, but they're not angry about it. Now, I agree. I think most of them aren't, but it's very easy to gather like 400, 500 people who'll be like, we will, any country you go to, you can find 600 people to protest anything. You know what I mean? But I think you're right. I think this is America. I'm gonna say it's 2026. Take the guess. Boom, baby. That's a gimme, though. That's a fucking gimme. Like, if you are up to date with modern politics, you're never not getting that. Oh man, almost 40,000, huh? Huge. Huge game today. There are only 50,000 people in Greenland. Yeah, but they're all like within 3 cities. If you have a city of like 20,000 people, you can find like 400 people. It was a good time yesterday. It was almost cheating, but we got like the speed one and the Greenland one really got us some extra points. I wonder if anyone lives in the parts of, like, you have a couple of tribes and stuff. Do you think there's anyone who's like not part of like a native tribe who lives just in the north part of Greenland, just for the fucking vibes? There probably is like one insane person, right? Right. Speaking of insane people, let's go back into the nightmare of being ruled by fucking Zap Brannigan. Oh, it's a teenage Exocolonist. Begin. If the game overloads on screen. There we go. Right. Where the hell were we? We're very angsty 18-year-old. Oh, yes. Okay. I think we might finish today. You know? I think we may actually be done today. Did I have anything else meant to be doing? I'm trying to think. Was there anything we finished last week off and we're like, oh yeah, make sure to do this next time? I don't think so. Okay. What do we want to up here? I want to do persuasion. What was the tutoring? Is the tutoring organizing and empathy? We can do that. While I get my bearings. Tutor children. Reasoning and empathy. Yeah, we can deal with that. You tutor Nugar this month. As usual, she doesn't want to learn. She just wants to play sports ball. That's the alt-right path pipeline. Don't do it. You manage to compromise. You'll study on the bleachers, and every 5 minutes she gets to run around and take a shot on the net. You manage to get through a chunk of tutoring by doing that. You're a shoo-in for best tutor. Let's fucking go. Huge. Okay, +1 skill. Easy. Okay, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh god. I forgot that this game is like really hard with the with the fucking thing. Oh god. Okay, give me this. Let me try this. Now, give me this. Give me this. 5, 6, 7. Still not good enough, huh? There is actually we do actually have a game with gameplay. Is it Sunday Funday because it's a fun Sunday, or because every Sunday is fun? The real question. I mean, look, most Sundays are inherently fun. That cannot be denied. I don't think there's anything particularly fun about this Sunday, apart from the regular fun levels of the average Sunday. Fuck me, bro. I don't... Oh, I really wanted to get my extra skill point. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. But what if... Hold on. If I do this, and then I tell my friend, do a better thing. Yeah, okay, fuck. Well... Wait, you gave me a worse hand. What the hell? No, this is the hand I had, right? Whatever, push it to stress. Just found out the Polish novel about living in Greenland that is mandatory for school reading is not based on facts. Ah, heartbreak. What did it tell you? Was it like a guy like carved an entire house out of like whale bones or something? Started a civilization. Okay, so this is the same as last time. Everyone's like, we kind of fucking hate this guy. People are getting... Oh shit, here we go. Okay, so now that people are alive, we can actually fight back. The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated. You can hear calls for things to return to how they were, and Lum and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the council lined up before the stage, facing the crowd, looks conflicted. We left Earth to get away from this shit, your dad shouts. And you turn to him in surprise. He rarely swears. Now look at us. We're right back to where we started, fighting each other and the planet. We brought it with us. Utopia hops on stage and roots her own hear-speak through the speakers. He's lying, she yells bitterly. This year we lost 2 surveyors in the swamps, Sol and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Lum hadn't sent them out to clear a manticore den for no good reason. She jams her finger against the governor's chest. The only threat to our colony here is you. And then, this is when he crashes her hand. And then he's like, I could have killed you all. You're just a bunch of burned out hippie fugitives. What was your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs and talking to the animals? You need us, not the other way around. I'm done telling you I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say. Okay, and then Seek just like is like cringe. We hang out with the who's who? Stratos. Okay, I know you think he's evil, Tammy says, holding. Oh god, this is what they call their child. Enchiricia to her shoulder while speaking urgently to Cal. But don't you think, even a little bit, that he's right about the Tumblr being too dangerous? Oh, it was pretty realistic, that's why it's surprising. I guess they just kind of made, yeah, like... to be fair, people do that, right? They make, like... They try and make a book about what would happen in certain situations. And make it realistic as possible, even if, obviously, it's based in fiction. But the less realistic story by the same author was about wrangling penguins. It was based on his life. Oh, that's funny. The truth is stranger than fiction. Do we know when the next wheel will be? No. I haven't... I've got a couple of things in the pipeline I'm trying to work out how to do, so... Work out. Killing is never right, Tammy. I just want to have a family, Cal, she insists. Why can't we have one place on this awful planet where we can be safe? I think it's worth defending this one space for ourselves. The monsters can live somewhere else. Just not here. I agree with Tammy. I don't want to go out there and kill them, but like, if they literally attack us, I think we should kill them. Tammy confidence up. Is this going to go anywhere? I feel like I'm giving Tammy too much confidence, honestly. Rex and Nomi are chilling. Blah, blah, blah. They've always been like this, Nomi shakes her head. Just like total just like total human supremacists. See something you don't understand? Nomi makes laser guns with their fingers. Pew pew, all gun. Want something someone else has? Pew pew, all yours. They lean back on their hands and look at the night sky. In dust, the wormhole looks so peaceful and far away. I used to think that me and Rex were like changelings. Like aliens beamed in and replaced two human babies with weirdos. And then we're kind of like, we're happy, we're vibing, okay. The graffiti happens, zero tolerance, yeah, I remember, okay. Bro, can we fucking kill Lum already? What's taking so long? Nomi is camped out in the lounge. The holopad screen are set before them on the drawing table. Another screen is a collection of photos of Manticore. Nomi looks between the two screens, their brows furrowed in concentration as they scribble directly onto the screen with a stylus. Hey Denna, thank you so much. Thank you for gifting 6 months tier 1 sub to Sammy Dare. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. Back to another work errand. The Haydenner elf popping in, blessing us, and then popping off again. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, so this is where she wants to make the comic book, right? And we're like, that sounds cool. I remember that part. I would love to. And now we have like max creativity. We're gonna like make this unbelievable. You spend an enjoyable afternoon helping Nomi with their story. When you're done, they give you a big hug and you thank you profusely for your help. You feel really proud of what you've accomplished. I do need some time off. Let me vibe. The last time there was a baby in the colony, you were basically a child yourself. You don't remember babies being so loud. The adults are all very empathetic to Cockley. That's a word I feel like I may have read once before, but I really do not recognise very much. Fussy Echinacea. But every time you've seen Tammy since the baby arrived, she's looked more tired. At night, you can hear them all the way back in your room. Echinacea's tiny, choking shrieks, and Tammy singing to her until her voice goes hoarse. Everyone expected Tammy to rely on Aunt Anne in the new creche, letting her watch Echinacea just like she watched all of you when you were babies. But for some reason, Tammy's been stubbornly trying to do it alone. Maybe because she has so much experience from volunteering in the old creche, Tammy thinks she doesn't need the help. Even when she does put Echinacea in the creche, it's because Tammy's right there, still caring for her. Then the things Tammy would normally help with get backed up, which makes her even more stressed. Oh dear, Tammy, that is not following the creed of the cult we're in. Excuse me, we're all meant to raise children together. You are not meant to be raising it by yourself. 1,000 lashes. 1,000 whips of the lash for Tammy. Aunt Anne has tried to convince Tammy to be not so controlling. It takes a community to raise a child. You've all grown up believing that, but whenever anyone even insinuates Tammy might not be all Enchinacia needs, she starts crying and yelling at them. You've never seen Tammy yell. It's really unsettling. Today, you find Tammy in the lounge, bouncing a squawking Enchinacia on her shoulder. Though her movements are light and happy, her face is empty, like she's totally checked out. Hey, Waretta, she says, something up a smile as you approach. Sorry, am I being too loud? I can go somewhere else. How are you? Just then, Enchinacia starts howling, her little lungs making a truly impressive sound, and Tammy falters. Shh, 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 she hushes. Mummy's got this, it's okay. Actually, Tammy has got this. She's come a long way from the scared little girl you remember. Even still, she looks like she's about to sink out of her body and through the floor with exhaustion. My turn to babysit. You teach me to babysit for her. Are these the same card? They are. This one feels like it's harder to get. 80 friendship with Tammy. So we'll do that. Aww. I love the little plushy animals as well. The Hopeye and the whatever it's called here. They're very cute. Tammy brightens. Oh, I think that's a great idea. Enchinacia, I think it's time to meet Auntie Waretta. You and Tammy fall into a routine where every evening after dinner you take Enchinacia and go for a nice long walk through the gardens. Getting just a few hours of sleep before staying up most of the night with Enchinacia does wonders for Tammy's sanity, and soon she's confident enough to allow other people to help during the daytime. Hal is relieved. She's been freezing him out as well, insisting that because Enchinacia is her baby alone, she should be able to handle it. Seeing him holding Enchinacia, it just looks right. Eventually, Tammy agrees to place Enchinacia in the creche during the day so she can fully recover from the birth and sort out her mental health. She still spends a lot of time in the creche, but it's because she wants to, not because she feels she has to prove she's a good mother. It's still hard raising a baby, but Tammy's going to do great, with a little help from the colony that loves her. Aww. Man, it's a very Tammy-focused run-through, isn't it? Right, do you want to get rid of a random 4? Do you want to get rid of a random 4? I think we do. Saving Tammy? Forget it. Get Eva literally, like, saving her life. Who cares? It's gone. In the past. She has a tattoo, yeah. I saw the tattoo on her ankle. I'm pretty sure, by the way, we're going to die horribly at the end of the game, because we haven't really maxed out any of the skills, I don't think. Oh, what do you want, Rex? I come to see the bar. Oh, yes, this is, yeah, he works in a bar, which will be great. Yeah, whatever. Can we, we still can't do the thing where we work the admin, huh? 2 organising, 2 persuasion, sure. You and Mars are working together in a depot, lazily filling orders and stocking shelves. It's not a glamorous job, but it is easy, and you don't have to run all over the colony or deal with anything gross like the weather. Mars cranes her head to watch a customer leave, then whistles. Wow, she says, leaning her head on her hands dreamily. Did you see the behind on that one? Honestly. The best part of living in a colony the best part of colony living is that everyone is in, like, peak physical form. You know what I'm saying? Let's admire our butts and do the work. Keep it in your pants. No. Admire our butts and do the work. Mars rolls her eyes and you both get back to work, taking breaks to giggle over particularly delicious customers. At one point, Seek comes in to drop something off, and as they turn around to leave, you and Mars burst into laughter. You can't help but notice Seek does a little sashay ever so slightly when they walk, hips swinging like a pendulum. Okay, what are we doing here? Give me like a this, and like a this, and like a this, like a this, and like a this. Okay. Three, four, five. Okay. Is that better or worse? That's 40. God, it just feels bad, like... Hold on. Hold on, what if I do this? No, not fuck. It's really annoying we're wasting our two things we need to win on fucking an unchangeable card. Oh, I guess we could do that. Fair enough. Hello, Man of Answers. Hello, hello. Can someone time Hidena out for being too nice? He is very nice. What a nice guy. How you doing, Moa? Okay, give me that. Give me that. I remember you saying yesterday, because you've been playing Forgotten City, that you said it was good. I've heard it's very good. I'm excited to seeing it myself. Right, what are we getting rid of here? What's the worst card we have? Is it just a regular 3 or a 2 with +2 to cards with gems? I mean, 2, that's pretty good actually, because you can get a lot of value with that. Get rid of a random 3. I mean, it has a gem, but it's just not worth it. A gloriously cold day, which means you're happy. I'm glad to hear that. You're more of a winter guy than a summer guy. You think you got something a bit early, but you don't know what to measure progression at this point? Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, I know very little about the game. All I know is that, like, it's a... I believe... It's not a spoiler, right? To say, like, the main premise of the game. Because, you know, Outer Wilds is a bit more of, like, a hush-hush. Have I seen your snow thoughts? I think I have seen one. Not this year. I think you posted one... last year? Or the year before? I think I remember you showing me one. But you went pretty hardcore with them. You were making, like, serious infrastructure out there. Let's do some more tutoring. Because we don't need to do that anymore, right? Yeah. Miles sends you a message. She's looking for a tutoring in biology. You ask her for more information on what subjects in specific, and she responds that she is struggling primarily with anatomy, specifically the reproductive system. You bin the message and reply she should contact her in instance for any further questions. She's just trying to get her riz on. Come on. Give me this. Give me that. Boom. Extra skill, baby. Snow hasn't been good lately. You want to make one, but there's no good snow. Damn, has it been a warm winter for you? I feel like here in Europe, it's been a cold winter basically everywhere. Like, it's been real chilly. You're browsing the colony bulletin board on a hollow palm over breakfast when you notice a new post from Nomi. It seems to be a short story. The title is Xenos to the Rescue. Oh yeah, we've seen this before. Yeah, it's fine. It's actually pretty good. Nomi did a great job of understanding the unrealistic premise of taking manticores with relatable characters and strong emotional story. With your help and some other fine details, Nomi's written something that truly elevates the art form. Huge. 25 kudos, baby. Thanks for the help, Loretta. Here are your royalties. Wink. Smiley face. I don't know what you call this, like, happy eyes. Damn, we didn't even get the comment from Vase that's like, you suck. Here in Europe is from the UK. Last time I checked, the United Kingdom is still in the geographical continent known as Europe. I don't think the weather recognizes European Union boundaries. Brexit means Brexit. No snow here. Raj got us out. We don't get cold here. It's summer all year round because Brexit means Brexit, so we don't get that European snow. Let's keep going. I mean, I need to get my reasoning up. I want to get my empathy up. Let's do some more tutoring. Okay, Anugar has an exam coming up. She's been doing terribly in math skills all year. She doesn't pass this. She's going to flunk the whole class. Which, I mean, does anyone even care? But whatever. Like, you're in a... Like, I don't even think maths is that important. You're in a colony where, like, physical labor is, like, one of the most important things you can do. And B, you have that super AI that can do all, like, calculations. So I don't even know if you need to learn maths, but whatever. You pick up a math problem on your holopalm. If 4 plus x equals 8, what is x? It's 10, she says. Teacher Hal told us that V is 5, X is 10, and C is 100. You give her the side eye until she smiles. Just kidding. I know this one. X is the time symbol, right? Like multiplication? So 4 times 8 is I forget. See, this is rookie mistake on the maths problem. They need to use the fancy X, the algebraic X, which is like, ooh, it's curly, so you know it's not a multiplication. Also, why the fuck are you teaching them Roman numerals in the year of our Lord, like 22,400? Sigh. She just doesn't have the patience for this boring rote memorization. She needs the right motivation to care about this kind of assignment. But can you figure out how to make learning fun for this kid? Hard challenge. Linear algebra fixes this. So true. Give me a 9. Give me a 5. Give me a 4. I'm lining up a huge gem round. If I can do 3, this, that gives me 31. Fuck, I need the gem though. Well, whatever. Oh, that's annoying. We didn't get another gem. God damn it, I could redraw the hand. I don't really want to, though. Do this, this, this. 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 That's 40. Give me an autoplay. 41? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. What's our stress at? 80. God, we just need to get 2 more points on the board. That's 39. It's 40. Redraw hand. Redraw hand. We need to find something else. 9. You. 43. What if I do this? That's 43. What if I do this? That's 42. What if I do this? What if I do this? 44. Okay. What if I do this? 45. Okay. Hello, I eat random berries. Sorry, my brain is, I'm locked in. Having to reach XC points is not easy. That's a +2. It's a +2. Hello, Huli. Hello. How's it going? Walter. I can't do a good fucking Mike Erkenchout voice. Anyway, what the hell his name is. How's it going, Judy? How's your Of the Devil thing going? Fuck. The Ash is here. Anyway, how's your Of the Devil thing going? You remember really liking this game when you played it a couple of years ago? I really like it. Yeah, I think the writing's really cool. I love all the different options you can get for doing things. Like, there's so much extra. Well, you know what? Let me wait until the ads are before talking about this, because you may be hit immediately by an ad right now. You've worked with Nugal enough to know she needs to be able to apply her hollow learning to something in the real world. So instead of trying to teach her from a textbook, you take her around to all the places in the colony where people use maths in their jobs. Aunt Anne tells her about doubling recipes for cooking. Cal teaches her about measuring a field and using it to find out how much fertilizer he'll need to shovel. And Mars shows her an easy way to calculate how many kudos you need to cover buying things in the depot. When she's not bored, Nugal is actually super smart. She's able to do far more complex maths than she should know at her age. Well, yeah, Nugal says when you compliment her on her math skills, but that stuff isn't maths. It's just knowing how things work. One day, she'll realise that maths is how things work, not just boring old textbooks and endless formulae. But for now, letting her do it her way seems to be the right strategy. She does have a tail. I have just noticed that. I guess her parents, once again, like, this really tells you a lot about fucking society, right? You can edit your you can give your child so many genetic modifications. Almost anything in the world. You can make them, their brains be more intelligent. You can make them not need sleep. I'm sure you can make them live longer. Probably be healthier. There's like 1,000 things you can do. So many people are like, yeah, waste my one and only genetic update on my child on giving them a cat tail. Yeah, give this one dog ears. Like, what has society come to? That's what I'm saying. I was playing Of the Devil until my controller ran out of battery, and I just noticed my dock has a pin broken, so it wasn't charging. So mixed day. Oh, fuck. Wait, is that your Steam Deck? Or a controller? Because I play it on a mouse and keyboard. Game is pretty good so far, though. I can't. Huli, did you watch me play it before, or did you like watch a little bit and think, "I'll actually play this," and not watch the streams? I don't know where you're at. You're playing on your Steam Deck with an 8-bit Do controller. Oh, okay. Hey, Dennett, another game for the wheel. What would you like for the wheel? You saw me playing it and skipped it because it looked cool? Yeah, no, it's really fun. Let me know when you get to the end of chapter 0. Because I'd like to chat with you about it. Sorry, we're closed. Sorry, we're closed. Hold on. Sorry, we're closed. Hey, Dana. That's not how you spell your name. There we go. Hey, Dana. Beautiful. Everyone's redeeming the wheel today. But yeah, sorry. JT Jag. I was gonna say. Yeah. No, I really like this game. I think the writing's good. The characters are fun. What happens is interesting, and I think the replayability is like off the charts. Like, this is my second go through, but like the amount of things are different, like different options you can choose, like the different paths, different character conversations, the fact that you can influence things in future runs based on previous runs. Yeah, it's really, really good, really interesting, really cool. The fact that all these different things interlay with each other. Very convenient that you go back to your comment now. Ads just ended. Yeah, I realized just after starting my sentence, I was like, oh shit, ads just fucking hit. So I held off. What's the difference between 40k and 100k redeem? 40k is you get it on the wheel, and then we spin the wheel, and whatever game wins the wheel is played. 100k is that I will just play the game, so you don't have to go through the wheel. Now, with the amount of redeems we've been getting, I think 100k is now too low. So I will need to up 100k redeems at some point. But I was going to let a couple of people... I know a couple of people are close, so I was going to let them get their things off. And then once those are done, I'm going to up the point score again. Probably like to the 150k. Maybe 160 to make it a quarter of the... or 4 times the wheel. Anyway. You live in fear of that change. Professor Hal can't believe you managed to get through to Nugar. He's so impressed that he gives you a kudos raise. Let's fucking go. Increased rewards for tutoring. And we get +3 to all the other blue cards. That's pretty strong. This is an incredible artwork here. The fucking... cupcake plus cupcake equals big cake. With all the fucking numbers behind it. Incredible work. Zarkon RPG, thank you for the 5 stream streak. My word. 5 streams, that's like 2 weeks. We are stressed as fuck though. Like that single one interaction with a 6-year-old child drained our entire battery. I don't know how Tammy does it. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to have to get rid of the Shimmer Cure. I don't think all cards becoming blue is worth, like, at max, that's probably like another, like, I don't know what, 7, 8 points? Maybe 9? And just that can't be worth the Shimmer Cure. Like, having to make it a 1 cost here. Like, it just isn't worth it. I gotta get rid of it. We've got to how the cure works. Just like me, for real? True. I didn't even rest. Fuck. Hold on. Nomi and Rex are playing an improvisational storytelling game, taking turns adding words one at a time. You find it hard not to listen. We are swimming through a purple treacle river. A tentacle emerges to wave. Hello. Ditchy Jack, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, thank you. What are we getting rid of? Cal, you're gone, buddy. Sorry, my guy. Isn't this meant to upgrade at some point? I thought extra, like... Oh, no, I think I need to get empathy to max, and then this will update. But anyway. Cal strength? I've forgotten it. Cal who? You see me play Other Devil and Teenage Exocolonist now, 2 games you've never seen anyone else talk about, so that earns you a follow. Thank you, thank you. I knew it'd pay off. You know, I could be out here playing fucking TFT or Apex Legends. But we called to make... Well, I won't lie. The reason I mainly play this is I don't want to play them. I'm not doing like... I'm not trying to be niche for the sake of like indie games. I just do not care. To be fair, like, oh fuck, I can't lie. I have been watching... There's a streamer I've been watching for years, like 10 years at this point. When I used to be in League, and he was a League player, and he's been playing some TFT, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of tempted to play TFT. I play TFT once every like 3 years. I kind of like I get into it for a little bit and then I fall out of it immediately afterwards. Don't tell this man about jelly. No, don't. Shh, shh, keep it quiet. I'm the cool hipster indie guy. It is. I'm a cutie pie. Yes. Yeah. I've been watching that man for a long time. I'm actually a fucking, what do you call them? A founder on his channel, which is funny. What am I doing? Let me do this. He's just a funny guy. Every time I watch him, I'm like, this guy, he's just very amusing. Anyway, so yeah, I've been like, maybe I should play some more TFT, but I haven't fallen yet. I'm like, nah, I gotta install the Riot client, and then I have to install their fucking kernel level access thing, and like, I'll only play it for like a few hours, and I'll drop it. So I've managed to hold it off by playing idle games, as in increment games, not idle. With IDLE, not IDOL. Tutoring is great because it exposes all the gaps in your own knowledge. One of the kids asks you how the first humans made tools if they didn't have any tools, and that you can feel it reboot your brain when you try and answer. Then before you can say anything, another kid asks why there's infinite numbers but not infinite words. Damn. Then another asks if a thought weighs anything, and if smart people have heavier brains. You eventually just have to distract them. They'll talk about probability and statistics again. TFT is fun until it's solved, which is kind of happening faster since. You've been playing TFT now. Well, yes and no. So I think you're right that the first part of a season in TFT is the most fun because no one knows what they're doing, right? And unfortunately, like, it's almost impossible to perfectly balance a game like that. So some builds will always be better than others. But I think even when it's like solved, so to speak, there's still a lot of fun in it because it's like poker, right? It's like poker, it's like mahjong, it's like all these games. It's like there are, you know, objectively better comps you can play, but the champions and items you're given are randomized. So it's about mitigating RNG. It's about like realizing with what champs you have, what's the best team you can make. In the same way, like, well, a straight flush is always going to be a flush, but if you're never going to be able to make a flush in poker, straight flush in poker, it's better to go towards making a flush and winning. Sorry, TFT is auto chess. I don't know if you know auto chess. It started off as a Dota mod and it became a big thing. It's called Teamfight Tactics. Basically, the idea is, yeah, it's like a game where an auto battler, I guess they also call it, where people fight against each other. So basically, you buy characters, and then you put the characters on your map, and then the AI fights your characters against another person's characters. And the way it works is like, if you get 3 of the same champion or character, they become a 2-star version. You get 3 2-stars, they become a 3-star version. Like, different characters have traits, so if you get multiple ones with the same traits, they have like special bonuses and passives and blah 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 blah. So, kind of like the Super Auto, yeah, like Super Auto Pets. Yeah. But like much more complicated, which is good because Super Auto Pets is like really basic, which is it always made me laugh because I was like, I don't know, NL would be like he played Super Auto Pets. Someone's like, you should play like TFT, you should play one of the other ones. He's like, oh no, I don't want to play something with a million complicated things. I want something I can like play with my brain off so I can talk or whatever. And then like, you know, a few months down the line, he's like, I'm not playing Super Auto Pets anymore. It's like it's all the same stuff. Everyone's trying to be a tryhard. It's like, well, yeah, obviously, like. When the game's that simplistic, like obviously it's gonna be like easily solved. Like it turns out complexity is actually pretty good for keeping a game interesting. Anyway, classic NL. Game drought. Classic NL. Sorry guys, we're in a game drought. I know 500 games have come out, but they're not the ones I want, so we're in a game drought. Is that only That's a 38. What if I do this? That's a 39. These are all 39s, huh? You know what? 10 stress, that's fine. That's fine. Some friends of yours tried to get you into Autopets a while ago, and I just didn't get the appeal. It's very much like, I think of it as a lot like poker or mahjong. Like the idea of building a team, a hand, a deck, like building this stuff out of randomly generated options, and then trying to compete against other people to, like, you know, do it in that way. Like that's what I think is the value of it. It's quite interesting. Is like, oh, how can you make something which is good enough to keep up with everyone else, like randomize, you know, with this RNG element to it. But I can understand some people just don't give a shit about that. So that's fair enough. Oh, here we go. An enemy, do your own thing, love. I'm not following you. You close your windows and pull your covers over your head. Then you get a hollow call notification from Mars. You join and find Mars, Tangent, Callan, Rex, and Nomi already in the call. I can see everything from my bedroom window, Mars says. Nemi's got her own squad and everything now. Look at her go. Cal makes a noise of discomfort, but doesn't voice his opinion. Suddenly, your room is rocked by an immensely loud shockwave, and then by a wall of heat you can feel even through your closed windows. Keepsakes rattle around on your shelves, and some falling to the floor and shattering. Your hollow chat explodes with alarmed chatter. You can't be VCing at this time, Mars. They're literally playing code names on Discord while the thing is going on. It's no Teenage Exocolonist. You're telling that one for free? That is true. That is damn true. What was that? Is everyone okay? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen, like, nervous Nomi before. That's a cute sprite. But Mars has the same expression the entire time. I don't think I've ever not seen her in this pose. There was an explosion, Mars exclaims. I can see it. Part of the wall is missing. There's monsters pouring in. Everyone starts talking in a panic. Tang's cool voice cuts in. The explosion came from inside, she says. Congruence made the trajectory and damage calculations. The walls blew outwards, and there's fire in the garrison wall. She's quiet for a few seconds, and then, Dis? Are you in the call? Are you safe? There's probably a user log in the call, Tang. You don't have to ask. There's no answer. You don't think he was caught outside, was he? Mars asks, but no one has an answer. You and your friends keep the call open and speculate on what's happening outside, supplemented by Mars's observations and Tangent's reading of Congruence's processes. Everyone is on the call except for Vase and an enemy who are defending the colony. And Dis, of course. You can't shake the dark feeling you get when you think about him. If someone set a bomb inside the colony near the garrison, you only know one person who could have done it. This is also something that I have not solved yet in the 2 playthroughs I'm doing. I'm like, did Dis really do this? Because I definitely feel like he could have done it, but it also feels like it could be a bit of a red herring. That he actually blew up the colony. Like, I don't know if he's gone far enough that he would be like, yeah, just kill everyone I know. But we'll see. In the quiet following the battle, the colony comes out of the hiding to gather in the courtyard surveying the damage. Governor Luma's on the wharf path. I'll find who did it and have their goddamn heads, he yells. I want every single strato lined up in questions. Those were our explosives. I want to know who set us up that goddamn bomb. It was you? Don't tell Lum. Okay. Damn, we've been pumping our reasoning up, huh? Start our age 19, baby. Okay. Any things in the ground for me to pick up? Any some suches? Let's see what Mum and Dad are up to. Dad is taking a break. Mum blinks at you like she hasn't seen you in a while. Wow, you're getting big, she mutters, shaking her head in disbelief. Thanks, Mum. I'm trying to watch my weight, okay? This is how it works. This is how fucking societal pressures get to you. Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's go ahead and tutor more children so we max out our reasoning. How much money do we get now? 17 kudos. Hell yeah. We already had that one before. Okay, we should not be doing tutoring anymore. We are running out of, we're getting repeated messages. First collectible use is free, huh? We'll take it. We'll take it. Reasoning, 18 kudos, 1 empathy. The investigation into the bombing during the glow continues all month. Yeah. How did the Hop-Eye get into it? Wakes up out of this dream. I don't actually want to wake myself up, because I want to see what happens if you go into the cabin. Fuck! Oh no, that's fine. That was right. I thought I'd choose the wrong option. You go in, we squeeze under, we see the cave. Visit the cottage, here we go. This is here. It's his home, you think. He's hunched over a woodworking bench and looks up as if you called his name. You realise with alarm that he's working on himself, as if he's part tree. Okay, you know what? Maybe he did blow up the wall. Maybe he did blow up the wall. He waves at you with his hands that ends in small blossoming branches as, unsettled, you hurried onwards to the door to the rear of the cabin. Too late, you realise the door opens into empty air and you tumble. And then this is the same as before. Yeah. Let's run from it this time. You flee from the scene, fleeing the memory of it cling to you as you push and claw your way to another reality. You stumble forward in the dark-glowing forest. You path wends upwards, flanked by humanoid figures carrying candles. Some are wearing robes, armor, lab coats, environment suits, and formal wear. Some are elderly, some are barely 10 years old. All turn to look at you, and you realise with a jolt, they're you. Every single one of them is you. Yep, so this is the thing before. Wormhole, you reach out, and then you wake up. Yes. Gain status insomnia. Fuck. It's insane. 1 night of bad sleep is going to give me mental health issues for 3 months. That's fucking... That feels a bit harsh. Tammy, happy birthday. Aw, thank you for the cake. Thank you. Oh, you only made one I can share with you. Of course I'll share it with you, Tammy. Oh, you made 2. Oh, I can't believe it. Who saw it coming? Okay, we got our medicinal roots. I think medicinal roots are the one that allow you to draw an extra card, right? I mean, that's a big one. Got a mushwood log. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do another run, but if we did, I think I would do it'd be a physical and courage run, or like an emotional run, and we'd try and work out what happened with this. We'd like look for him now and try and do all that kind of stuff, but okay. Tutor children. We'll do it one more time. Get the reasoning up. Yeah, can always come back later, exactly. Yeah, okay. We gotta stop doing tutoring because we're not getting any new events, which is half the fun. Alright. I think we just tank the stress here. I don't think there's anything else we can really do. If we want to keep the +1 skill, which I think we do. Oh no, no, yeah. I do that at least, right? Yeah, and I guess an extra 1. Yeah, okay. Sure, we'll tank 15 stress. 15 stress ain't bad. What's our reasoning at? 96. Okay, we need to get one more. I need to get one that does 5 reasoning. You are not going to be it. Let's see what's going on the old animal farm. 2 biology, 2 organizing. Meh. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're going back to the fucking... Back to tutoring. Back to the grind. Okay, tutor children. An enemy is struggling with academics. Sure. We can help you out, an enemy. +1 to blue cards. Huge. Unfortunately... we actually don't have many blue cards. I mean, I can change another 1 blue. I can do this. I can do this. And I can do this. I can even do that. If I just wanted a few extra points. 55. Boom. Yeah, I need to start working out... Oh, God, we're 1 off. Fuck. I do need to start working out what we're going to play next. We could play another one of the wheel games. Or I could find something... everything's up in the air at the moment. I got a couple of things I'm trying to get done, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Nomi is in her usual spot. Do you find anything good? No. Nomi sighs, tipping over onto their side. Not since I finished all of Maid Stalker Ares. I can't believe it ended on a cliffhanger. I can't believe it ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't know that Stratosphere had left Earth before the series finished airing. Nomi whines. You have every episode apart from the 2-parter season finale. They bury their face in their plushie. Now I'll never know how it ends. They sniffle. It's not fair that we'll never have any new shows to watch. This isn't about the show, is it? Sounds rough, buddy. It's a very good time for Black and White 2, The Streets Whisper. Do they whisper that? I only ever played Black and White 1. Back in the day, when I was very young. And all I remember is we had a notion that we'd like to explore we'd like to see the ocean. We gotta give us some wood. I-de-la-dee, I-de-la-dee, we get wood. It was like, you were like, so if you don't know, Black and White is a series where you're a god and you have to look after like a population who worships you. And there were these group of sailors who wanted to go get a ship onto the ocean, but you had to build their ship for them. So every like 3 or 4 different times you'd go to it and they're like, we're out of wood, we're out of stone, we're out of food. But they do a little song. They do a little like a nautical jig. Nomi wipes their eyes and heaves a big sigh. Yeah, they say, not meeting your eye. I guess that's kind of true. It just reminds me that they pick a thread at their plushie. You know, they continue quietly. That everything ends, and sometimes it's a lot sooner than you expected. Yeah, I know, like a year. When I got here, I remember looking at your huge media library and thinking, wow, galactic, I'm never going to run out of things to watch. It felt like the whole world was still ahead of me, ready to be discovered. A new planet, a new people, a new life. Nomi digs their fingers into their plushie. Now it feels like everything's just on fire all the time, and everyone's always on my case about how I need to grow up. What's wrong with being innocent? Why does everything have to be grim all the time? Or so grim all the time? They wipe their eyes angrily. And I don't get any more episodes of this stupid show I like. It's not fair. It is hard. It's hard. Nomi nods, their chin wobbling as they try and keep together. Yeah, they say, tipping their head up to the ceiling and trying on a brave smile. Thanks for getting it, Waretta. You know what? No worries, Nomi. You're alright in my book. Give me an egg. A hefty red Xeno egg. You won with Kaiser 3? Oh my word, Kaiser 3? Huge. Huge. What? Is she a 2-star? Or 2 level? 2 cost, that's the word. Because if you get any 3-starring anything over a 2 cost is like crazy hard. I need 1 reasoning. Engineering gives 1 reasoning, right? It gives 2 reasoning, sure. She's a 4 cost. You got a Kaiser 3 is a 4 cost. Oh my god. That's insane. The hollow palms were commonplace by the time the Summoner group first formed on Earth. And the square bismuth is grown in the lab, Instance explains, so the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain. The difficulty is in the display and touch interface. Instance opens her hollow palm, displaying a visible projected screen floating above her palm. As chief engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose a projection right onto what she sees. The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which require extremely small components and are impossible to nanoprint. The material has been mined from the Tumnah itself. Tang raises her hands. Is it possible to hack these devices? Hack the planet. If the biological electrical interface is so thin, is it possible to hack the human body? My god. In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body, Instant replies. What do you call gene tech? Okay, well that's clearly not what she meant, Dr. Instance, and rude of you to even pretend that you thought that's what she meant. Everything the body does and is capable of depends on 4 nuclear bases in different configurations. It's no different than congruence. Human and artificial intelligence are both built from limited code and are transformed into more by the building. Your genetic enhancements, super hearing and sight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease and fatigue, also fucking dog ears or a cat tail, all present in the human genome and unlocked by the power of science. This is a fucking garbage card. I need to get rid of this. This is what you get for doing like the first ever engineering class 6 years after you're meant to have done it. I would love to download my own one. Can I remove it? Fuck it. What are you doing? Tang hisses out in horror as you try and dig the bismuth crystal out of your palm. It's part of you. You're going to break it. She's more concerned with the hollow palm than your actual flesh palm is interesting. That doesn't stop you from getting a scalpel under the place where your skin gives way to the crystal. No. You know what? Fuck it. Get that shit out of here. People fucking hated that. You slice the meat of the palm. It hurts. Just an unimaginable amount. You can barely keep yourself from screaming. Instance, summoned by congruence alerting her to your tampering, rips the scalpel out of your hand. Well, get to the medbay immediately. You spend the rest of the class being bandaged up, but you've learned something about the bioelectronic interface and the limits of your own body. But it's like, you know what? What if I just fucking cut this thing out of my hand for no reason? Like a psychopath. Yeah, go ahead and draw me another hand, thank you. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Give me 40s. Give me one of these. $55, let's go. You were close to 3-star, a couple of 5 costs? Man, that's crazy. Okay, our reasoning is up. Beautiful. What's our next reasoning perk? +1 to mental increases. Okay, I mean, I guess kind of useful still, but not amazing. Tang, what do you want? She's in a soy. What are you doing? I hit the limit on the number of consecutive hours that allow me to work in the lab. So I'm taking a break, she says, making mocking air quotes on the sentence. How dare they? Yeah. I just want to work. Blah, blah, blah. I'm too genius, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. You crying, Tang? No, I'm not crying. Resemblance to the physical form. Yeah, this is where we did the fucking Once I grew the limits of my human body, I was disgusted. The machine is eternal. Blah, 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 blah. We did this before. Yeah. Oh my god, this is the worst card I've ever seen. Jesus Christ. Why am I just getting dog shit cards? Okay. Get rid of that ASAP. Where is it? Here. Remove that now. I gotta stop, like, helping people out. Whenever I help someone out, they give me the worst card I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's literal emotional baggage that I'm being dumped on. That's interfering in my work. How are you feeling? Your dad is sitting on the fence overlooking the animal paddocks, chewing on a piece of grass. Oh, hey, Sugar Bean, he says, patting the fence next to him. Come take a look at the wild, dangerous aliens. You watch the float cows bob along peacefully. Every so often, one of them releases a jet of liquid and lifts up into the air. Your dad laughs every time. Gross, he says. But I guess not much more weird than when we used to drink milk from cows and goats. Yes, Dad is alive, Mum is alive, Tammy's alive, Udicott is alive, the Doctor is alive, like the scientist man is alive. We've saved a lot of people this run. Right, let's go and relax. It's very funny as well because Face is still sadly alive. When you save your parents, like a month later, you get a card called, like, Your Father's Love. And you're like, you really? You didn't? I didn't have that before this? You had to wait until I saved your life at the age of 15 before you loved me, huh? Get rid of this. Can you actually get Vase killed? I can't see the situations where you'd be able to do it. Creativity and bravery, meh. Creativity and empathy, sure. Aunt Anne comes bursting to the kitchen carrying a large crate. Special delivery, children! She sets the crate down on a prep table and sticks her hand inside. It's time to do my very favourite thing in the kitchen, figuring out new ways to cook fresh food. You grew up eating soy rations, tasteless but nutritious. The hydroponics above the spaceship never made enough to feed everyone, so fresh food was a luxury. Anne's always excited to try her hand at real cooking. Sorry. With a flourish, she pulls from the box an alien plant you've never seen before. It's pale blue-green, oblong, and about the size of her forearm. It hits the cutting board with a disturbingly meat-like slap and immediately starts oozing slime onto the surface. Your father finally cleared this friendly little fruit for human consumption, Aunt Anne says. It doesn't even have a name yet. You could come up with something fitting while you figure out how to use it. You look dubiously at the weird fruit. As you watch it, it glorps out a fresh wave of slime. Aunt Anne catches your disgusted expression and laughs. I'm sure we can think of something to do with it, Tammy says, clasping her hands nervously in front of her chest. She doesn't look as enthusiastic as usual, but she still manages to chirp, It looks really fresh. Glorp. I don't think it's edible. Are that edible for 3? I'll try it, iron stomach. Well, I want to try it, but that card is 100% worse. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with this one. You give it a... Fuck. You give it a sidelong glance and cross your arms. No way, nuh-uh, you're not putting it anywhere near your mouth. If Anne wants to try it so bad, she can figure out how to cook it. Following your lead, Tammy becomes too scared to touch it as well. Actually, new things are pretty scary, she says without a trace of embarrassment. Can we just use it for compost? Fuck, I missed a +1 Tammy bravery there, didn't I? Whatever. The card's better. Tammy, you're on your own anyway. I've given you like 1,000,000 bravery. You can deal with it yourself. One of these. 49. Really? Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tammy, what's up? Oh, there you are, Warretta. Tammy bounces over to you in a bright mood, her daughter Enchinacia in a sling at her bosom. Could you do me a big favour and come with me to the cafe? I need your opinion on something I've been making. With pleasure. Surprise! Happy birthday, Warretta. It's not your birthday, but as you walk into the cafeteria, all your friends jump out cheering. They're wearing knit party hats, throwing streamers and blowing noisemakers, and you're pretty sure you can see a tiered display of cupcakes. Real ones, not soy cakes. Ah. Tammy skips towards you and throws her arms around you, squishing Enchinacia in a sling between you. You sputter that it's not your birthday, but Tammy just laughs. I know it's not your birthday, silly, but you've been feeling under the weather, and I wanted to show you how much we all love you. Ah. The others raise their glasses to you. They cheer happy birthday again, laughing at the joke. You can feel their love like a blanket wrapping around your shoulders. You're so special to us, Warretta, Tammy says. Enchinacia gurgles, letting out a warning, wank, and Tammy bounces from side to side. I want you to enjoy yourself. Go ahead and mingle while I put the finishing touches on everything, okay? Tammy does have a child, yes. She's had a baby, for a few months now. I think the baby's still under 1 year old. Tammy gives you one last sunny smile as she bustles away. The sound of Enchinacia fussing and crying is audible over the murmur of conversation that erupts as the party begins in earnest. What do you do? I guess let's go and look for Tangent. You almost didn't expect to see Tangent here, but here she is, sitting quietly at the table and near the edge of the room, sipping water and watching the party unfold. She gives you a small smile as you slide into the seat across from her. It's not your birthday, she says, cutting right to the chase. This is patently ridiculous. Literally this? No, she's like an actual, like a flesh and blood baby. Tammy was pregnant. I thought originally it was Cal who impregnated her because they're like a couple, but then later on she's like, there was a throwaway line being like, oh, she's the only parent or something like that. So like, because they talk about how people normally get artificially inseminated in this culture, but you can do it the natural way as well. So originally I thought it was Cal's baby, but I think it might be artificially inseminated. Anyway, this is such a fucking Sheldon line to say. Literally, I reckon Sheldon would say this in The Big Bang Theory. Parties are an important bonding ritual. Tangent's icy smile warms a little. I'm glad at least you recognise that this is an exercise in cognitive dissonance. I'll have to wonder who you are and what you did with Walretta. The corner of her mouth twitches up, teasing. You can hear Tammy singing a nonsense song to Enchinacia. What now? Let's go and talk to her mum and dad. Your mum and dad are chatting by themselves. When they see you approach, your dad cheers and scoops you in a big hug. Your mum laughs. My little gooseberry, your dad says. I know it's not really your birthday, but your mum and I think you're great every day, so why wait? Your dad puts his hands on your shoulders and gives you a serious look. I know things have been hard for you lately. I just wanted you to know that, no matter what, your folks are here for you, all the way. Your mum nods. Your dad's right, she says. We'll always be here for you. There's nothing you can't handle. Okay, and then let's find Tammy. You leave the party behind, seeking out Tammy. When she sees you, she makes a shooing motion. No, she says. Go enjoy your party. Enchinacia squawks, pulling at Tammy's hair. She winces and patiently prizes the baby's chubby, grasping hands from her hair. Seriously, goodness, don't waste your time here with me. There's nowhere I'd rather be than with you. Tammy's expression goes soft. Oh, she says, that's so nice of you to say. Tammy flags down Nugar, who've been running plates back and forth. Could you please play with Enchinacia for a little bit, while Retta and I are going to get some air? Enchinacia gurgles happily as Nugar takes her, and Tammy turns to you. Okay, I'm all yours, Warretta. You and Tammy slip out of the side door of the cafe and set out towards the garden. Tammy seems grateful for the break. She chats animatedly about the plans to build a new creche, now that the second wave of colonists are beginning to realise the benefits of raising children communally instead of saddling whoever birthed them with all the responsibility. I hope that means Enchinacia will have lots of creche sibs soon. What a fucking terrible word. Just like we did, Tammy said with a wistful smile. I just wanted to be happy, like we were. You both look over at the walls and the threat of danger they represent. Tammy doesn't comment on her use of the past tense, and you let it sit in the air between you. Not awkward, just accepting. It's quiet in the garden this time of day. Everyone's either at a party or catching some rest while the sun's at the highest. A garden bot hops on its spindly bird legs. You and Tammy are alone. Even in the silence, Tammy senses you might have something to say. What's on your mind, Waretta? Is this where you could make a move if you would max, like, I'm trying to work out, did this happen because we maxed out relationships with her? If we had maxed up our relationship with her earlier, is this where you could make a move to like, you know, go out with her before Cal does? I'm so lucky to have you as a friend. Tammy's gentle laughter fills the air. She slips her arm in yours and rests her head against you. I'm the one who's lucky, Waretta. I don't know why you chose to be my friend, but I'm so grateful. You and Tammy enjoy a few more minutes together in the garden, cloud watching and talking about whatever crosses your mind. Tammy's simple thankfulness is infectious, from her excitement over a new flower, her steadfast love for you shining through her every word. You can feel your heart unburden itself with every step, dropping your troubles like stones to mark where you've been. Ah. Eventually, it's time to head back to the party. There's cupcakes to eat after all. Oh, I just unlocked a Tammy thing. Unlock Tammy on the main menu. Oh shit, there you go. Sorry, I just opened up the Steam tab to see what that achievement was. And on the game overview where it shows your achievements, it also has the top guides. Top guide of all of Teenage Exocolonist. How to befriend Vase without compromising your morals. You know what? That makes a lot. That's exactly what I'd expect to see there. The answer is no. You can't. There were two things needed to let you romance Tammy. Did I have to do something with Cal? Because I got to this competition where we were like, the best one, let the best man win, or woman in this case, because I'm a woman, but let the best person win in romancing Tammy. But I just feel like I didn't do it in time. That's one way? Interesting. Tammy's Care 3. Double the card to the right. Tammy takes Enchinacia back from Nougat, but before you can rejoin the party, Tammy stops you with a hand on your arm. Wait, I have a present for you too. You protest that Tammy has done enough, but Tammy's hearing none of it as she presses a book into your hands. The title reads, 100 Reasons Why I Love You. Aww, that's so sweet. The book is filled cover to cover with memories, fond observations, and even little sketches, all in Tammy's loving hand. There's more than 100, she says shyly, tugging on her ear. I wrote the title first, but then I couldn't stop writing. You don't know what to say. Tammy's simply the best. Ah, that's such a, like, oh man. That is such a power move in a friendship or a romance. Like, if you give someone for, like, their birthday, like, a handwritten 100 Reasons Why I Love You with, like, photos of you two and, like, sketches and lines and stuff, like, oh man, that's a power move. The rest of the party goes off without a hitch. Even little Enchinacia is well behaved now, letting Tammy light the cupcakes. As you blow out the candles, everyone cheers. Your only wish is to feel like this forever, surrounded by love and support. You might get a restraining order if a friend. I mean, it depends what kind of friend, right? Because I'm friends with Tammy. Like, you know, obviously it depends on the content, but I think if you do it right, you can still do it. If you're very close friends with someone. Right. Any fruit? Any fruit for me here? What is this? Clear-minded. Okay, beautiful. I wrote this while you were sleeping. Okay, yeah, that might spoil the mood a little. Where can I do persuasion? Organizing and persuasion. You know what? Perfect. Oh, here we go. This is the thing about the new job. We can do it. The government isn't used to how things work around here. Blah blah blah. Unlocked admin. Beautiful. Hopefully, admin gives us what we need. I guess we'll see. +1 to blue cards. One slot will turn all cards mental. Absolutely mental. Okay. You. Okay, draw me a card. Beautiful. Okay. More organizing for me. Oh god, we are close to maxing out organizing. Our persuasion is still lagging behind. It's so much easier to do mental than it is to do the emotional ones. Okay, we had this before. Blah, blah, blah. Is this where where Mars says, like, fuck you? We're not sitting there. The council looks at each other. Rhett seems unmoved. Utopia shrinks to herself, holding her hand to her chest. Aunt Anne looks concerned, but fearful of Lum. Instance is grim, and Seek just waits to see what happens. Interesting. So, only your mum looks enthusiastic, but she wisely looks around at the others and doesn't voice her support. Given that Lum is already hostile towards her, she'd be risking too much. Mum, you're a coward. You are a fucking coward, and I thought you were a war hero. Council full of pussies, no offense, it's true. It's very true. They don't... If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? But, it's interesting that we saved all the people, and it still didn't change how the council acts. I wonder if there's something you could do that would have, what's the word? Would have changed their minds. I don't remember seeing anything that would, like, have them do it. Okay, what do we want to be? We could go administrator. Because we have, like, organizing, we have creativity, we have empathy. I feel like we're kind of administrative coded. There is, but not once was I close to that. Is it because my rebellion is so low? It's insane. It is... I don't understand how you raise your rebellion. It's insane to me. Like... I've chosen, like... I've tried to not be too, like, loyal the entire time. But I just can't get more than, like, 25 rebellion without doing, like, acting out, basically. Like, you have to actively be an asshole to get rebellion up. I'm going second administrator. You know, we're intelligent. We got good reasoning. We, like, empathize with people. I think we're good. Chief Administrator Seek gives you a raised eyebrow of doubt. You almost hesitate. Do you really want to work so closely with Seek, who is so clearly protected with their power? But this is how you climb the political ladder. If you hope the other council members will back you up, even if Seek doesn't like you. The council discusses all the nominees at length, and then... I win! Get fucking owned. You feel like British people are born to be rebels? I don't know if that's true. Get a lot of punks. Get a lot of punk rock. I thought British people were all born to be like those officers you see in the Death Star in Star Wars. Very good, sir. Charge the laser beams up to 70%. Careful on that engine power. British people are all cattle. Damn, we're getting all the fucking extremes here. To be honest, you're not sure what should be doing as second administrator. Seekers so protective of the little power they have. As the ballots are read, they pull you aside. Huge. I have quite a bit of respect for you, you know, they murmur. But if you come from my job, you'll wish your genes had never been assembled. Seek, shut the fuck up. No one likes you. With the voting is concluded, Seek announces the names of those newly appointed seconds. The crowd cheers for you when Seek reads out your name as second administrator. Vase is appointed the second security officer under Rhett. He gives a little speech essentially congratulating himself and promising to single-handedly win this war. Tangent stands proudly in her rightful place as Chief Engineer, Instance's side as her second. Oh, sorry, as Chief Engineer, Instance's side as her second. I did think, like, you know, I didn't want to go Chief Engineer, because that's clearly what fucking Tangent wants to do. Cal is chosen to be second cultivator. He looks a little overwhelmed, but your mum must have put his name in. Aunt Anne welcomes Tammy as her much-needed second steward, and Shanasia snoozes on Tammy's chest, a hopeful sign of prosperous times to come. A Helia soldier you don't recognise is appointed as Utopia's second, much to her dismay. Oh, interesting, because last time we would have been... Last time, this is the one we had. I wonder if you could have done... If I saved everyone, could I have chosen to be the explorer for Utopia second, and then Mars would choose to be the administrator second, and you can get every single second in command to be a stratospheric person? Blah, blah, blah. Back to work as usual. Mars, are you upset at me that I took your job? You approach Mars, who's deep in negotiations of some kind with Tangent. When Tang sees you over Mars's shoulder, she points and says your name. Thank you, forces of chance and chaos. Fucking young adult protagonist ass, like, sentence to say. Also, I realised my fucking... Hold on. No one told me my chat was still up there. It's been there the whole time. Anyway. She's your problem now, Warretta. Mars pretends not to hear. Warretta, she exclaims. You're looking hideous today, darling. Luckily, I'm doing makeovers and fashion advice, free of charge. Alright, that's a thing we're doing now. What's the catch? No catch, she said smoothly. You just have to try on my new line of clothing and give me your honest opinion. Come with me, Mars says, directing you to her room. I've been working on these designs for weeks. They're fresh off the printer, and I'm dying to see how they look on a regular person, like yourself. Mars's rooms are a riot of sparkling fabric. My first fashion line is all about dressing for the seasons of autumn, Mars says as she ushers you inside. Yellow and angular for dust, airy and pink for pollen, and stuff like that. If we ever make it back to Earth, I want to be known as the visionary who brought Autumnia home. That's a great idea. Mars shrugs. I know. Mars indicates the pile of outfits on her bed. Well, what are you waiting for? Chop chop. You try on outfit after outfit, letting Mars scrutinise your silhouette and bearing. She seems genuinely focused on how the clothing performs. Finally, you finish trying on all the outfits. I think the glow jumpsuit is the winner. Go ahead and put it back on. Mars shrugs. Then we'll do your hair and makeup. You sit on her bed as Mars pulls out her box of cosmetics. A day look, she asks, or something more bold for nighttime? Something flashy. Let's fucking go in. Mars smiles at you with all her perfect teeth. A woman after my own heart. Mars does your makeup efficiently and then pulls out a bottle of bright blue nail polish. Oh, one more thing, and the look is complete. Mars paints your nails, humming tunelessly while she does. And voila, she says, when she's done. This is fun. Mars smiles and caps the bottle of nail polish. And informative, I hope. Blue is definitely your colour. Bane's voice. For you! They'll be expecting one of us in the They'll be expecting one of us in the stratospheric wreckage, brother. What's the other one he does? Yeah. It will be painful. For you. Good old Bane. Was that the last like big voice in films that people would go on to mimic endlessly? Has there been an iconic voice since? Hijacking this plane with no survivors. Right. You merely adopted the exocolony. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see Earth until I was already a man. Persuasion and organizing, beautiful. One of your first tasks as administrator is to format the monthly report to Earth. It's full of boring, carefully formatted data. Seek is very specific about it and makes you redo it 3 times until you get it right. You've dropped the report on the comms desk and realise you've yet been told how to process any reply from Earth. You'll wonder if they'll reply at all. Ask an adult. Investigate in your own. Let's investigate on our own. You sneakily read through the administrative HoloNet files you've allowed access to now. There's a huge backlog of messages all dating from during the 20 years the suspect was in space. You scroll through the preview text quickly, not wanting to draw too much attention to yourself. The majority of the messages are updates from the colony's allies in the Vitumna group, but every so often there's a message ordering the ship to cease and return to Earth, putting an end to their illegal emigration and return their stolen property. If the Vitumna group aren't outlaws on Earth before stealing congruence and the gene tech, stealing congruence and the gene tech definitely did the trick. These messages are angry. Oh, 22 Jump Street with the "My name is Jeff." Yeah, that's true. But that was more like a single line. It wasn't like his actual voice, you know? There were no messages from any time after such land on Vitumna. Nothing could get through the wormhole. Yeah. +1 to social cards, +3 bonus to straights. Okay. That gives me a huge straight, right? Yeah, beautiful. Kaylee Gao, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. Been subscribed for 8 months. My word. Happy 8 months, and thank you for one of my favorite emotes on Twitch and Discord. The Walrus I Can't. Thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. That one is a banger. I said it before and I'll say it again. Animated Huey, he made some banger emotes. Huge ones. The I Can't one is very good. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you're doing well. Hey, give me that. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our break now. And I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. I'll see you then. Goodbye. All right, we're back. Hello, Slang. How you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm doing good. He used the I can't even more than the original version. I think it came out really well. It's very clean, so you know even at small sizes, it recreates the original. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one for sure. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, I think we're finishing the game today. I think we're finishing our second run through because we're 19 now, and I think it finishes when we're 20. So let's go ahead and assist the governor a little more. Being lumps, yeah, we've had this before. Blah 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 blah. Mars is making the political stuff. Yeah. It's cringe. It's great footage. Blah blah blah. Okay. We can convince him to try something else, or we can make him look bad, which I think gives us rebellion points. Which honestly, fuck him. Let's make him look bad. You wish you were 19? Yeah, but what if being 19 meant you had to be, oh fuck me, worst card of all time. What if it meant you had to live on an alien planet where all the aliens tried to kill you? What then? You know what? Fucking pump that up immediately. And also, you were ruled over by like a fascist dictator. Okay, it's 29. Give me one of these. What am I doing here? One of these. What about this? This. What about one of these? This is it's not a great combo, is it? I guess we just tank it. Sounds like a good premise for a young adult novel. Well, I mean, ostensively, that's what this game is. It's kind of like it is a young adult video game, visual novel. A young adult visual novel with a card game. It's just not the usual type. That's just America. Well, at least in America you can still get new movies. You're kind of stuck if you're on Vatumna. Give me my 6 organizing, baby. Made into a meme, get owned. -1 coin defense, don't give a shit. +5 rebellion, baby. We get 3 persuasion, +6 organizing. Okay, so we've maxed out organizing. There isn't much way to get persuasion up. I mean, I guess we just assist the governor again and just tank the loss. Sure. Like, I need something which does empathy and persuasion. I don't think there is. Is there 100 line on the Earth archives or on the alien planet? If so, you're fine. There is, but 200 line is still on Earth, so you'll never know how it finishes. As chief administrator, Seek likes to think they secretly run the colony behind the scenes. This manifests in them watching you very closely, suspicious of your motivations. To the adults, especially the older ones, you'll always be creche kids, not to be trusted with anything of importance. Orator for a secret mission. You can definitely trust me for sure. Personal. Oh, you don't even get an option. You just immediately set out, and then she obviously she's like, I knew I couldn't trust you. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I wanted the rebellion. +1 to yellow, +2 to pairs. Okay. What the fuck have we done here? Is there a better way to have done this? I mean, I could make this yellow. This is 46. Just tank the stress. Tank the stress. Doing fine. Trying to make a checklist of things before cooking dinner. That's very practical of you. I have a lot of things I should be doing, which I have just not been doing. What's that about 200 line? Huli, if you did not see, Kadaka said he's making. Did you not take new cards? Beautiful. He's making a 200 line. It's the 100 days after 100 line, the first game, and it's going to come as a package. So it's basically like a 2-part series. You have 100 line and then 200 line. I don't know if it's what it's actually called. So yeah, obviously 100 line is the first 100 days doing the thing, and then 200 line is the 100 days afterwards. I'm assuming same premise of like all these different. So, but the thing I don't understand. How the fuck are they going to start it? Are they going to assume there was one true ending and then just split everything through that? Or are they going to have like multiple different start points based on like the 5 or 6 most realistic endings? You just thought it was splitting the first 100 lines, then everything else? Oh, as in it's like... So I thought it was a different game. I'm confused now. Is it a different game? Or is it they splitting the first game up into 2 games? It's not a different... Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't understand what... Okay, never mind. Never mind. 100 lines for each 100 endings, 10,000 line. Holy. Do 100 line spoilers for a second to explain? Oh, well, like, hold on. Just let me know. Is it new content? Or is it just they're breaking apart the first game into 2 chunks to make it more manageable? It's not new content. Okay, well in that case, don't worry about it. I thought they were making like a new thing. What's the point? Why are they doing it then? What's the point? I could get my empathy up. I need to get my persuasion up. Do we have anything else that does persuasion? I have no idea. It makes no goddamn sense. Ah, bro. Well, surely it's not any more money because, like, you're still either buying the original game or that game, right? Like, you're not making any more money. To creativity, to persuasion. Sure. People who buy it again for the cover art? Okay, but those people are a lost cause. It's time for your end-of-term humanities project. You, Tang, and Mars are all very excited to finish this project, showing everything you've learned in the subject so far. Al helps you come up with your project idea. Pretend to your students 500 years from now and you're learning about the first colony of Autumna. What sources of information would you be reading, watching, or listening in to order to learn about life back then? Create one of these artifacts for future students of the humanities. We should write a textbook, Tang says during your brainstorming session. The more we show we've learnt, the more likely we'll be able to pass the class, and all we have to do is make sure everything is in there and we're done. Tang, that is the worst idea I've ever heard. Mars rolls her ideas. That's so boring, Tang, she whines, putting her head on Tang's shoulder. Who wants to write the literal book? We should do something funny and stylish. Like, oh, we could make a music video. Tang looks horrified. We are not making a music video, she says, grimacing. But surely we can meet somewhere in the middle. Mars turns her head so she can kiss Chang on the cheek. The bridge of Tang's nose goes pink and her arts dart to you nervously. Every band needs a bass player, Mars croons. Ooh, or a guitarist? Tang shudders with her whole body, dislodging Mars, who giggles and relents. Okay, Mars says. Let's be serious here. Tang's right. We have to do something that proves we learned everything about the subject that's worth knowing. Mars is right too, Tang admits. There's no shame in relying on her charisma. You mean my good looks? Mars asks, flipping her hair over her shoulder. Tang looks down at her hollow palm and smiles. Truly, what's better than gals being pals? What is better than gals being pals? It looks like the Switch version will have 2 separate physical copies. Yeah, but surely they're not gonna be both full price, right? I don't understand why anyone would buy this. Because, like, surely you don't want to... Is it like a... Okay. Is it more like it's almost like a demo version? Like, you can play the first 100 lines for, like, $10. And that's, like, 60 hours... That's, like, 40, 50 hours of content. And then it's like, if you like the rest of it, you can try out the 100 other endings you can do for, like, 40. Is that how it's meant to be? It's like you do, like, a demo version with the first 100 lines that's cheaper. Get your toes in. And if you don't like it, don't worry. Okay, someone tell me what this is. It's not the first... Because I don't understand it at all. It's the other half. You mean it's all the things that are not the first 100 lines? They released the OST for $40? That is fucking outrageous. Did I see Ryukishi's response to Kodaka? I did not. What did he say? Did they try and get him a role on it? Did they ask him if he wanted to write an ending? That is fucking crazy. They released the OST for $40. That is fucking insane. I wouldn't have, like... It wouldn't be that bad if the game was like $20 and they're like, take $40 to support the dev. But the game is like full price. Why does he also need to release the OST for $40? That's fucking crazy. It's like Asura's Wrath. You get the first 175 lines free, but you have to pay DLC for the last 25, but it's essential. Classic. In the end, you agree to record a new segment about the colony's war on nature. What spin are you going to give your report? Oh, we're fucked. I have not got the stress to tank this. A rebel cry. Down with war. With a rebel yell. She cried more, more, more. I don't like. I want to tank. I want to use these later because they give the gem cards. So that's like our only way we're gonna like really win. Fuck it. Put you in there. Oh my god! The second administrator, huge. Give me you. Give me you. Give me you. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, you... Oh my god, we made it. We actually fucking made it. This fucking card. +8, and it gave fucking +2 to like 6 other cards. Huge. Secret Fun Times Club. Comes in clutch. That make a lot of sense, actually. Kadaka said he'd be interested in collabing with Ryukushi, and Ryukushi said, yeah, sounds like fun. I mean, I feel like it would be fun, right? If you're like a writer, a game writer, with like an interest in basically like... You can basically do whatever you want with these characters because the way the timeline works, right? So if someone comes up to you and like, do you want to write like 10 to 15 hours worth of content for this thing, like give it a couple of like bad ends or like different ends, like 5 or 6 ways that the thing can go, and then just write that out, and then boom, job done. Don't have to worry about like the art, don't have to worry about the gameplay, don't have to worry about like publishing, the deving, whatever. Just come on contract, write this fun little side story that you might be interested in doing for like 10 hours worth of, you know, obviously the writing will take longer, but like you're doing 10 hours worth of content, and then head on home. Like I can imagine a lot of writers would be interested in doing that. In actual 100-line content, they are putting out Ato's novel, but that's for free. Oh man. So many games from the East, I'm gonna say, produce so much fucking supplementary content. Like this is happening with Limbus Company, right? Like the newest part of Limbus Company came out, and I was playing it, and I was talking to people about it yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, you were talking about like these characters." It's like, "Oh yeah, these characters are kind of interesting, like that I've never seen before." And they were like, "Oh yeah, you don't know, like those characters were released in like a book, like that got released for like 44 different chapters before it got cancelled like 4 years ago. You can find it online. Like yeah, that explains all their stuff." And I was like what? Like why the fuck did no one bring this up before? Like there's a different book as well about the backstory of one of the characters. Like so many things that like, you would never find unless you were somehow like super into the community. I was like, they gotta stop doing this, man. It's like Nier, right? It's like with Yoko Taro. He's like, oh yeah, if you want to understand the lore behind this thing, you have to watch the 3 stage plays. And you're like, what? Huh? Can you just put it in the fucking game? Like, why do we have stage plays for this? Anyway. You already have the Hiroko novel. I need a Gaku novel. And you need it to not be written by Uchikoshi because he can't write Gaku for shit. Oh no. Yu-Tang and Mars pour everything into your final project. It's a hit. You even post it on the colony message board and get tons of comments and even a few kudos. It's gratifying to know that something you've written is being enjoyed by people who you love. Is this why Old Earth poets wrote so much? The Batumna News Report. That's kind of fun. 8, and it gives you 5 kudos. That's pretty huge. Plus Rebellion, plus Friendship with Mars, plus Friendship with Tangent. Beautiful. He smiles at you. Congratulations, you 3. As an Earth poet once said, if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. Learning is a lifelong journey, he says, so feel free to audit this class whenever you'd like. Increased rewards, huh? You've still not forgiven FF15 for pulling that shit? I know, it's like... It's just very annoying, especially with games that are not in the West, or like not developed in the West, because it's like, look, I would rather you not make a stage play and describing the lore of your game, but if you want to, that's fine. But like, if you make a stage play that can only be watched in Japan and is only in Japanese, and it's like, well, we have these fan subbers who have kind of half translated it that you could try and read to try and understand the lore. You're like, oh my god, bro. Please. Okay, let me get my persuasion up. Come on, once more for the persuasion. Oh no, I'm too stressed, fuck. Well. Let me chill out. First of all, visit the spa. Get rid of you, fucking dog shit card. And then chill. Nothing much happens, sure. do I want to get rid of talent show champion? Honestly, yes. I don't think we need this many. There's too many of those. Here we are, in the old glow. How the fam doing? Don't be a hero. Don't worry. This is not the hero run. Have you ever paid attention to the planet during glow? It feels different. It's like a hum. Maybe from the plants? Heck, maybe the wormhole. Isn't most of Evangelion's wider lore actually in an untranslated phone game, or I think of something else? Honestly, it might as well be Evangelion. Like, there's so many of those animes or games and stuff that do that shit. Like, obviously Kingdom Hearts is the big one everyone knows. Like, Kingdom Hearts has so much lore and stuff hidden away in obscure games. Like, that one's better and worse. It's better in the sense that, like, at least they're games, right? So at least it's in the medium of video games. But it's worse because the games are dog shit. Like, I'm not talking about the mainline games. Like, you can have your opinions on the mainline games, but, you know, you can't, they're not dog shit, right? They're fine. From what I've seen. They're like, people can like them, people can dislike them. I'm not going to say they're bad games. But, like, the mobile phone game, like the spin-off games, like these really obscure ones are like, no one wants to play those. No one wants to deal with those. Like, so why are you putting all this obscure lore behind it? Yeah, and the collective retcons and all this kind of... It's insane. It's ridiculous. Uchikoshi only gives a shit about 3 characters, and it's hilarious because it's so fucking obvious. He does not give a fuck about Eito. That's so funny because Kodaka, like, loves Eito. You know what? That makes a lot of sense because I think Kodaka, in Danganronpa, you're meant to care a lot more about the characters, and, like, the concept and story kind of go out the window. Like, as you go through Danganronpa, you're like, what the fuck are we even doing now? Like, why is what's happening? Why is this happening? Huh? But, like, the characters are interesting. Everyone loves the characters. Like, they're fun, they're unique, they're very full of personality. Whereas with Zero Escape, like, the characters are fine, but they're not. People don't really care about them. I'm sure there's some diehard fans who love them, but, like, I don't really give a shit about Sigma. I don't care about fucking 8 or 7 or Junpei. Like, you're more interested in, like, the story, right? You're interested in, like, the way the lines interact with each other and the memories and the morphogenic fields and all that kind of stuff, right? So that makes sense to me why Uchikoshi doesn't care as much about the Hundredline characters and cares more about his insane time-traveling bullshit lore. You made one joke about a retcon early into Mouse's stream, and someone got really mad and then banned. Yeah, well, yeah, that sounds like it'd be too harsh to say the average Kingdom Hearts fan, but, you know, look, there's some extreme Kingdom Hearts fans out there who have dived deeply into the lore. And look, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be heavily invested in something which, if you stepped out and had a look at it, you'd realise it's not actually that good. But because there's so much, like, effort has been put into it, and, like, you see the vision, you understand what they were trying to go for, and you connect with it, even though it's not very well made, you can really like something. And then someone comes over and is like, well, this is ridiculous. And then your immediate instinct to be like, you know, no, this is good, because I like it. But, no, that stuff is, you know, you gotta know when the stuff you're liking is not objectively good. Even if it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, like, loved by everyone and critics. You can enjoy something even if it's bad. On a critical scale. I need more persuasion. Carlos. Yeah, but Carlos is like... Okay, so there are some standouts. Like, Carlos is good. June is good. But they're also good because they're silly. I think I will say Zero Time Dilemma is the place where I think Uchikoshi did the best at making interesting characters. Like, because he made a couple of characters who were assholes in that, right? And it was fun seeing them be assholes. And Carlos is like a funny guy, but, like, most of the time they're whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, I need 1 persuasion. Can I do 1 persuasion with anything else? I've already maxed organizing. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just assist the governor. There are those who do. Oh, yeah, we've done this before. Do not wish to cooperate. Blah, blah, blah. Soldiers, they're researchers, assistants, blah, blah, blah. Everyone has to work together, and then everyone starts yelling. We're going to side with instance because we want to cause drama. Help tangent. Listen while you file reports. Send you back to, yeah, I want to send you back to Earth in chains. Restoring your thing. You're just here to arrest us all. Well, you're not going to get me. And you're not going to get my work either. We were here to bring you to justice, but now we're one colony. Neither ship is leaving Vitumna again. No one is coming to you. How can you know that? We haven't heard anything back from Earth since we got through the wormhole. They could be sending a new fleet of ships here right now. I've been in contact with Earth, he says. They've told us to stand down and refocus our efforts on colonizing Vitumna. The room erupts into chaos. You spent the whole ZTD hating Eric, and the moment the game ended, you liked him. I still don't understand it. Well, he's not a good character in the traditional sense. He's more just funny to be like, why on earth are you doing this shit? You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know how else to explain it apart from you're just kind of like, why? What the fuck are you doing, Carlos? You know, just a lot of that all the time. That's 44. That's 44. Does it have a better one? 45 if I do that. Well, I'd rather get the 5 kudos, to be honest with you. Yeah, push through the 10 stress. Eric fucking sucks. Oh yeah, Eric. Yeah, Eric is... Eric is great because he's so unlikable. He's like Grima Wormtongue. He's like a guy you're like, oh, I fucking hate this dude. And you're meant to hate him, and it's fun to hate him. That's great. And now he's fucking a big part of the Jadsayer and the Wheel Law for Joe Stream. So there you go. He made it big. What's our persuasion thing? Plus 1 kudos every time you receive kudos. Fuck, that's like the worst thing to ever get when I'm like 19. Yeah, so as long as you're out there, you watch in Darting on the Legs. We got 3 of these fuckers. Oh, was it 2 of them? No, it was 3. 3 of them, yeah. We flee. We get the fuck out of there. Oh, no. Oh, no. The colony is badly defended. Oh, my God. Did we fucking destroy the colony because we made a meme? Was the colony at 5 and then I made the fucking joke meme? I made a meme about how much Lum sucks and we lost 1 colony defense? And that's now gonna get us fucking killed? Oh my God. Well, you know what? He deserved it. Fuck it. Your heart sinks at how poorly organized the colony's defenses are. Luckily, nothing has breached the walls yet, and it seems the tide of monsters emerging from the trees has slowed. Even still, it's a lot of monsters. The colony is taking a beating, and you can already see the defenders start to flag. It's going to be a difficult battle. It's the consequences of Waretta's actions. This is also, yeah, because, also we have not helped with the defense at all. We have not trained for defense. We have not explored to improve defense. We have just stuck in our lane and looked after kids and taught children and, organized some files in the HQ. We have not helped at all without security, and without us, their place literally goes to shit. We are holding this colony together, and we get no thanks for our actions. You're descending from the walls when you are thrown to the ground by a tremendous rumble. A few meters in front of you, something tunnels towards you through the mud. You have the impression that something long and dark that cuts through the ground like a shark through water. You scramble to your feet, but it cuts off your path, forcing you towards the geoponics outbuilding. Uh-oh. Well, chat, it was nice knowing you. We're going to die. It's a strange shed, mostly empty because beside bales of hay used as float cow feed. It's dimly lit, but you think you can see another door at the far end. The creature advances, throwing up rocks and chunks of dirt as it tunnels closer. Fuck it, we'll fight it. We'll fight it. I'm not going down without a fight. 120! Oh my god. Okay. Does this count? It says a bonus to physical red pairs. Does this count as a red pair? No, it counts as a blue pair, of course. Why did I think it wouldn't be? Okay. Just gotta hit the 54, and we have got a pretty good... Boom, baby. Even on 120, the power of... Literally the power of friendship. The power of friendship has helped us destroy this monster. Get fucking owned. Persona 4, never wrong. Yeah. Eric and Carlos are different people. But no, I agree, I can get mixed up as well sometimes. +1 calling defense. Beautiful. You grab a rake, and maybe that'll save us. At least that makes up for the bad meme. Like, yeah, I made a meme that discouraged like half the population from joining the war, but like, I did hit a monster with a rake. As it rears up and thrusts its long black snout out of the ground, you stab the rake down into it, dispatching it. But before you even have time to be relieved, you spot a second one tunneling towards you. You take a step towards the storehouse and feel heat. The building is on fire. The dry thatch roof quickly ignites and rains flaming debris upon your head, filling the room with toxic smoke. The ashy heat is insane. You can feel it ripping the moisture from your lungs with every breath. You rush for the rear door, but the fire moves so fast. You're trapped as a roof beam collapses in front of you. You hear a cracking noise and then just pain, a noise like a bell. The world goes dark. Here we are. Fire. Something's happening. We fall down. Your friend. Fucking an enemy. She's here. I don't even know if she counts as our friend. Like, we didn't even fucking... We're on one heart. We are not friends. Like, I'm more friends with Rex. And we've fucking known Rex for half the amount of time. Well. Here we go. I don't think I have any of the stats I need, so I'm going to fucking die. Wait, hold on. You remember this from another life? It's not a dog, it's a monster. Prepared for this earlier? Oh, we have 100 biology. Okay. Let me see what... Because I think last time we fought it. Let's do the biology one now. You've remembered this day for many years. The choking heat of the fire. The dog creature's dead yellow eyes haunting your dreams. You've prepared for it. Specifically, you've installed an armed freeze trap right where you knew the animal would be standing when it transformed into a horrible, towering horror. As it does, you trigger the detonator. Okay, you know what? Fucking fair play. That's the kind of shit you should be doing all the time. Like, why don't we do that with... I guess he doesn't have visions of... We don't have visions of everything. We only had visions of this one event, so we're like, okay, fucking... The trap sucks inwards, drawing all the heat from its surroundings. The monster's feet are frozen to the floor as it instantly crystallizes, becoming an ice statue. An enemy doesn't stop to wonder how this happens. She gives the statue a solid kick and it shatters into a million fragments. You emerge from the inferno of the shed, burned and concussed, but alive. An enemy smiles. It's good to be alive. You have your wounds tended in the medbay. Other soldiers are in much worse shape, but at least the battle is over. It was long and bitter, resulting yet again in destruction of most of the sawmills and arable land. The defenders managed to repel the Xenos before damage could be done to the inner colony, or maybe the monsters lost interest before finishing the job. It's as if the planet wants you to suffer, but doesn't actually intend to finish you off. Yet, anyway. But for now, you're just happy you've survived to live another day, and that day is your birthday! By the time you've recovered, the suns have returned. It's your 20th birthday. You're a fully fledged adult now. I mean, okay. I guess we're going by American values. Though in many ways you already were, and have been for a long time. You and your friends step out to greet the new day and the start of the rest of your life on Batumna. The end. Yet again, maidenless. Carlos looks so much like his name would be Eric. That is true. Alright, let's see if anything's different. We became a professor. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Professor Hal shows them the ropes. He's excited to have a second teacher in the colony. You teach a wide range of subjects because it's a small colony and you have to. But it's okay. You like to learn. When the kids come to class, but I can't tell them to question everything. Whatever. Responsibility. You tell them knowledge is power, and with power comes responsibility, just like you were taught. If humanity's going to have a chance here, it has to embrace its most high-minded instincts for cooperation and unity. Become an unthinking sheep following all the orders of your corrupt and unjust leader. Teaching your children about the role not just in society, but on the planet is the first best step. Tangent becomes chief engineer when Instance retires to focus on her research. She isn't very communicative boss, but she keeps the engineering wing shipshape. She has no interest in teaching children, leaving you to your own devices. Curriculum and grading falls entirely to you, which is probably for the best. You watch many children grow up and take on their own roles in the colony, always remembering you as their beloved teacher. What about Tammy? Your friend Tammy blossoms into a fine mother, not just to her own children, but to every person in the colony who needs a mother's love. Cal and Cammy's commitment ceremony is the event of the decade, bedecked with flowers, streamers, and holographic images of unicorns and fairy tale castles. Oof. Oof. Look, it's fine, it's just a little much if I went to that wedding. They better have an open bar, that's all I'm going to say. They stand before the colony with Enchinacea and profess their intentions to live together as a family unit, a foregone conclusion for most, as Tammy is already beginning to show her second pregnancy. The 3, soon 4, then many more of them are a symbol of hope for your growing colony. They live on a homestead near Geoponics, and their home is always filled with love and laughter. Tammy insists on cooking for you on your weekly family dinners, and she even begins to get pretty good at it. Disney adults, they really are Disney adults. How are her thigh cutouts being held up? Where? This thing? Or what? Above the ribbon. How are her thigh cutouts above? Oh, here. Oh, on the hips, I guess. She has got a pair of hips on her. Or it's all being held very tightly by this bow. They've really... Oh, above the... Okay, here. Okay. Very tightly. Very tightly. Or she has like a real badonkadonk on her. Though Aunt Anne stays on as chief steward well into her 90s, Tammy takes over the new creche and becomes something of a mythical figure in the colony. Auntie Tammy in her own right. There's no child born who doesn't know the safety and warmth of Tammy's arms. But what about our parents? Your parents work hard every day to see their pioneer dreams come true. Feeding the colony is a massive job, but they tackle it together. Farming, ranching, analysing native plants, trying to find a way for humanity to thrive on Fatumna. Every year their work is hindered by the attacks that seem to target geoponics specifically, but they never give up. Strain ages them prematurely. Your mum dies of a heart attack too young, and your dad limps forward another decade before it claims him too. Wow. Okay. Glad I fucking saved them. Your parents continue to battle fruitlessly against the thing they could never beat, and then it killed them. The end. What are the slags? Fifi, like, look, the fashion sense, enjoy looking through these cutscenes, because the fashion sense is, it's out there. They did live longer, but it's kind of like, they lived longer to struggle more, and then the strain, like, the harshness of living is so bad, they age prematurely and die of a heart attack. Like, it doesn't sound like they had a good life. They'll always be with you, in the ground you walk on, in the trees that give you shade, and in the cycle of the life that sustains you. If only I did better, yeah. I mean, I guess I'd have to have, like, because you have the option of downloading a virus into the alien, like, network. I guess you just do that. You can either just do that to, like, destroy them permanently, or you find a way to ally them, which I never found. Yeah, if you can make peace with them somehow. Anyway, and then in our later years, before you know it, you're old. Life is tough but rewarding. Some years, you mourn the dead. Yeah. This is your home for better or worse. You do what you can to make it a good one. No one else matters. Sorry. Eventually death comes to you, as it does for everyone. In the moment of your death, as your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever, a vision swims in your mind's eye. Is that a person? They seem so familiar. You feel like you know them so well. Oh, it's you! Only ancient. Her arms covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient you speaks without moving her mouth, not in words, but in something like pictures. Still, you understand. We had a good life, don't you think? But there were so many possibilities, and this was only one of them. You know what? I could have done better. This life, like, I think this was an interesting life for us exploring things, like working out what else you can do, like in the colony and like with saving everyone, all that kind of stuff. But like, I think focusing so much on never going outside means like we didn't really have much influence on stuff. Like, we could have done more. Yeah, she's really cool. Like, this design's really interesting. I could have done better. I can tell from the weight of your soul. She said, wow. Fuck me, bro. I'm like, you know what? It's the end of my life. I could have done more. And she's like, yeah, you really could have. You fucking sucked, bro. So many of your families and friends died because you didn't make the right choices, Lamau. That's not what the fuck I want to know. When I'm fucking dead, I'm looking back on my life. She pats your shoulder consolingly. It's natural, in grief, to wish you could have done something different, to have saved someone. But we're special, aren't we? We really can save them. Yeah, exploring, because like the first run through I did when I was basically out exploring like the entire time. It really felt like I was close to like doing something. Like I was making a connection with the aliens. Like I turned down the option to like kill all the aliens, or like not kill them, but like prevent them from doing their attacks. Because I was like, no, I'm close to actually like allying with them. But yeah, we have a chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out. She reaches out a hand. Come with me, if you want to live again. Don't be sorry, be better. Fuck. We have Collector, we have Professor, we have Transcended Time. My god, these are all endings. There are so many endings in this game. Jesus Christ. Like, I've played this for like 35 hours or something. And I got 3 out of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 29 endings. How do I get myself into 100 line 2? Let me see my Chivos. That was scary. Reached the end of age 10. I am the champion. Again. Petting pets. Engineering. Hungry no more. Hard win streak against all odds. Yeah, this is when we fucking... This is... Look. It was a fun run. Saving people's lives. But we were an absolute, like, Giga Chad in the first run. We fucking soloed a Faceless by ourselves after Vase got his ass beat fighting it. We were a beast. It's pretty much a perfect ending you can get. I guess, like, you ally with it, not Dis, whatever the fuck his name is, Sin. You help persuade the gardeners to not kill you, and you live on harmony on the planet with them. Somehow you kill Lum. Something like that. Okay. How do I... Can I see an illustration of all the people? I'm trying to see the costumes. I wanted to show everyone all the costumes, but I can't get a... It's when our mum dies, Lamau. Cards? No. Where's Tammy on the main menu? Oh, why? Oh, there, she's there, she's there. I guess I can just pull... Hold on. Teenage Exocolonist. Outfits. Oh my god, the entire cast? Okay, here we go. Let me switch this to this. What is that sim picture? It's when you kind of like want to bang him. The game, like, every interaction with Sim, the game is like, do you want to flirt with him? Do you want to bang him? Do you want to have sex with this alien? Music got louder. That's odd. I'll just turn it down like this. Okay. Where's gonna be the best place? Let me think myself here. Okay, so this is all the characters in I Always Want to Be an Exocolonist. An enemy? Sorry, I got a bit loud there. An enemy? Probably decent fashion sense, right? In my opinion. Young anemone, very cute. I like the tunic with the band, like the straps on them. It doesn't really make much sense, but like it's fine. Is the audio good now, or is it still too loud? And like teenage anemone, like I think it's fine, right? It's like a shorts, like a zip vest. Like I'm assuming this is part of the same vest, this weird black part, whatever. And then translucent jacket, whatever. She kind of cheats in the adult version because it's just like a military uniform. Yeah, the scales don't come off as well. Like they look a little diseasy, and they're not. She hasn't got as many scales as I thought she would have. Like the whole point is every time she gets injured, she's going to get more scales, right? So why on earth would she only get scales like here and here? Like, where's the scales on her face? Like, where she would have got cut and scratched. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like the scales are very much more aesthetic than actually functional. And the hair is really nice. I mean, great hair. Skill issue. You know what? Fair play. I simply don't get punched in the face. That's how you solve that. Oh yeah, scales as freckles would be cool as well. But yeah, she gets away with it because she just wears like a military uniform, which always looks kind of fine, right? Up next, Dis. Okay, Dis is a young kid, very cute. Like this giant like collar into just like a generic jacket, it looks fine. It just kind of it makes me laugh. Like the mop hair with this makes him look like he's hiding in his own clothes. Teenage Dis, I mean, just terrible design, emo ass. Like, what is this collar? What is this giant collar on a hoodie? What are these suspenders? Why do you have an orange suspender and a pink suspender? What the fuck is going on? As an adult, even worse. What am I looking at? What is he wearing? Why is he wearing like half of a metal armor suit on his like top of his body, but then he's wearing a sleeveless like tank top, so you can see his fucking tats. What is going on? How the fuck is the boy developing even more scene and decides to wear a toilet seat on his neck? Exactly. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, it's just awful. Like, the hair is nice. I'm assuming, I don't know if this is lighting or if this is, like, actually added into the hair. But that's pretty cool. But, like, god awful. God awful. Tangent. Pretty good. Like, I think the middle one is the only one that stands out. You hate the hair, you need people with that, like, bad news. Like, young Tangent, very cute. It's like she's trying to roleplay being a grown-up scientist, which is always very cute if you're, like, 8 years old. The hair's cool. Like, almost like the DNA strand ponytail is very cute. Teenage Tangent. First of all, she's doing the Virgin versus Chad virgin walk. Like, why is your back so hunched? Honey, stand up straight. She's wearing a jacket which is far too big for her. It just looks annoying having that hanging off your body the entire time. Adult Tangent, great. The fact it's like almost a lab coat, but it's actually just a regular jacket is really cool. Like the chest, like, sorry, not the chest, like the skirt almost up the chest, and then like the shirt over it, or maybe it's the same material, but it's just like a different color. Very cool. Collar's good. Piercings, hair, beautiful. Just sort this one out. You know, we've all been there in our teenage years. Up next, Tammy. I mean, Tammy's is pretty good, right? It's not. It's kind of safe. You know what I mean? It's like when she's a kid, she's wearing like medieval Renaissance fair roleplay gear. It's like what you play when you're trying to be an innkeeper at a medieval tavern. I like the hair stuff though, with the buns. And then teenage version, it's basically the same thing, apart from she's added like a top to it and made it into a dress. And then adult version is basically kind of similar, apart from she's wearing this like thing. Yeah, her outfits do kind of get worse, but like they're still, you know, there's nothing crazy with them. IMO. We got Mars. I mean, Mars has the best outfits, right? Which makes sense because she's the fashionista. As a child, she looks dumb as fuck. I'm sorry, Mars. You look stupid. You have like a weird multicolored like raincoat on. I don't know what's going on here. Teenage Mars. I mean, it looks good, right? She has like the cool jacket with the translucent sleeves, the necklace, like a dress kind of going on there, and then adult Mars has like the really cool braids. That looks amazing, like the classic dress with the bind, or whatever you call this, a wrap, with the open jacket. Looks cool. Not a fan of her hair. Usually you really like coloured dreads, but coloured dreads and loose hair in a different colour. Yeah, okay, so you know what? That is true. I don't know how this would work in motion. You know what I mean? Like, I think it looks really cool from the image, but like, how the fuck would this work in real life? Like, half your hair is dreads and half your hair is loose? I don't know. But I think adult Mars in this image looks great. She's got the Willie Madden look going on. True. Oh my god, fucking Rex. Let's not even talk about Rex. Fucking gone from weird child who's wearing like swimming pool armbands to fucking male stripper. Rex, what are you doing? Why have you got a belt that just attaches the material over your knits? Why have you got fishnets on your shoulders? Why is the only part that's fully connected is the collar around your neck? He shows a thing or three his nipples. I mean, true. Like, buddy, put some more clothes on. Cal, okay, I mean, what can you even say about Cal? Cal as a kid, great. He's got like the classic like Western sci-fi, which is actually like Roman. You know what I mean? It's like Greco-Roman with like a toga kind of deal, but like it's kind of got a crease in the middle, whatever the hell you call this, to add a bit of detail. Looks fine. The teenage one, like I don't know, man. What is this overshirt? Why has it got like fishnets or like a transparent bit? What the fuck are you wearing, buddy? Like, what is this? What is this? And then adult Cal, like, it's hard to criticize, but just because he didn't even fucking try. Like, you're just wearing a tank top, bud. Oh, here's my fashion sense. Tank top and gloves. Great. Fucking E for effort. I mean, he looks fine in it. He looks good because he's an attractive man. So, you know, it's fine. But I'm like, okay. Hair looks interesting. That's cool. Like, he's obviously got all the weird dread, like the thing which is like the half, like, cut dreads on the side and then the rest of the hair's normal. Actually, it's not though, is it? Because he's got dreads at the back as well. So it's like the top part of his hair is free-flowing and then the dreads at the back. Cal sprite jumps from 8 to 12 to 30. It really does. He never gets back on his hoverboard, huh? Vase, I mean, what the fuck can you even say about him? I mean, his fashion sense is great if you want to be the fucking rich prick son who's like the annoying son who's the annoying kid who's the son of like a really rich noble on some dumb sci-fi planet. He's like, don't you know who my father is? He's the administrator of Zacron 9. Like, you know. Sure, for that it's kind of fine, like the royal, like the more like formal kind of thing. What the fuck is this though? What is this, like a zipper that attaches to the collar and then to the arm? Like, how does this work? I don't really like the fishnet arms either. I mean, as an adult, it's kind of just like sci-fi, military, whatever. He's Draco Malfoy. I was thinking Draco Malfoy, I won't lie, but I didn't want to bring up the Harry Potter discussion. His military uniform looks so flat, it's like his chest is inverted. I can see that as well. I think because like these, it might be because of these lines as well here, like they don't pop out. They're not giving him like a rounded shape to his chest, and like here this isn't shaded in too much, so it doesn't look like it kind of like pops. Also, he has a full collar on his shirt like this. What is this? What is this, brother? And then he's got like a thing connecting his arm, his shoulder pads together. I mean, it's fine, right? It's fine, but it's not. It's whatever. I mean, Nomi. Honestly, Nomi's is great. For being like a sci-fi girl who like is quirky and loves anime, this is basically exactly what I'd expect them to wear. Like as a kid, she's just dyed her hair every single color. She's got on like a really large, oversized like clothing, which I mean, this is probably a bit too like I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But when she gets older, it's like she's got like this big jumper over her thing as well with the heart cut into the thing. Very fun. I mean, it's kind of not fair because the reason I like it is because it very much fits with Nomi's kind of like personality of being like all over the place. So maybe you could be like, well, technically this isn't a good. It's just because she's wearing it. But I mean, I think it fits her really well. She's what the scene guy's hair wishes they were. The pink primary rainbow color scheme is great. Yeah. Also, she has the heart thing with the full heart and the empty heart. That's cute. Good design conveys a personality. Exactly. Sorry, Nomi is they them. If I say she, I mean they them. Sorry, that is my mistake. And she always wears this fucking earbud, but not in her ear. Oh, they always wear. Sorry. I always forget. This guy, he's a fucking alien. Spoilers. But he's an alien who shapeshift to look like a human. So I can't really judge his clothing, because he basically just made this because he's like, yeah, that's what humans wear. This is like what humans wear. Fucking alien or alien you want to fuck? Both, honestly. Looks like a DeviantArt Kylo Ren. Yeah, kind of. He has got that Jedi kind of cloak looking thing. I mean, it's fine, right? It's whatever. Anemone possible enhancements. She was gonna have a tail. She was gonna have large clawed feet. Oh my god, they were gonna go hardcore with her, huh? Here they all are. It's funny that why have they got Sid as fucking part of the crew? Bro really thinks he's on the team. Buddy, you're not one of us. You're an alien. You're like 800 years old. What is... Where did someone pull this image from? What's happened? Anyway, it's fine. Whatever. This is... What's her name again? Utopia. Utopia. I don't know what to think about this. First of all, she has the cat feet, which she says makes her run faster. But I don't know about that. Mars looks better in full. The relative lack of colour or detail on the rest of her outfit makes the over-detailed hair less garish. Did you want to see them? Yeah, did you want to have a look more like this? With all of them around? So we didn't have a full look. Why does he have, like, chains? Like an emo kid? Like, I will say, I think Rex's trousers are fun. I mean, it's hard to comment on anything else with his clothing because he doesn't wear anything else. The thigh-high boots from, well, literally, like, waist-high boots from, Tangent are fun. I don't know how those bend, but sure. There's like a weird netting rope. Oh, that's fun. There's like a weird netting rope to the back of Tammy's dress, and also netting on the thing that Al wears around his waist. That's fun. You think everyone besides Mars is losing points in their full design? Oh no. Yeah, Utopia... Like, I just don't get what's happening here. It's like you have the top of a clothing here, then you added, like, suspenders that go just up to below your boobs, with, like, a slight transparency so you can see, like, your torso, and then into, like, fisherman waterproof trousers, into then thigh highs that don't end in boots. And, like, these weird feet things? Like, what are, like, these shoes? Not the feet, the shoes? How do these work? I don't know. I don't know. And then she has, like, why, like, almost sleeves? Sleeves that reach all the way up to her shoulders, but then don't connect. So you're not getting any of the benefit of not having sleeveless things, but all the inconvenience of not having them attached. I don't know. The clothes are not the best thing, I don't know. I mean, look, it's for fun, right? It's a game where you're meant to make up, like, weird and wonderful sci-fi designs, so I'm not, you know, don't take this as me saying negative things about the artists, right? I'm just saying, like, practically, how would these clothes work in, like, the real world? Just for fun. It's just a bit of fun. I mean, I like the art style for the entire game, so don't take this as me being mean or rude to any of the artistes. Warus hates artists, exactly. I hate them. I hate them. How dare they do art? How dare they be better at me? We just had ads proc for, so I'm gonna stall for a minute and a half. I mean, we can talk about what the fuck's this guy's name? His name is... He is an enemy's brother, whose name is... What the fuck is his name? Com. That's it, because his name's Kombucha. That's right. The art style is really nice. You like how soft it looks? Well, this one? I mean, yeah. Poor Com, man. I think they made him look kind of like the art looks softer and like look nicer because he's destined to die. So they made him look like a sweet boy. This dude looks good. He also like he's on the cover of every popular gay young adult book from the last 5 years. I mean, okay, like, yeah. But this makes a lot of sense to me as well, because he's an athlete, right? He's a coach, he plays sports ball, he plays sports. The game is called Sports Ball, by the way. That's not me being, Reddit 2015. So that explains to me why he's wearing, like, this weird, like, white, almost lycra thing. It's because it's like a sports uniform, you know? Oh, art in general from the game. Yeah, it has almost like a watercolor look to it sometimes, right? So I think that's fine. The boots look a little heavy. For someone who plays sports. But then, like, the tracksuit coat into, like, the cape of this was fun. Yeah, he's a sweet boy. You can't believe they actually called it Sports Ball. It's so silly. I mean, yeah. Look, it was a different time when the game came out. It was a different time. Let me see if I can find any other characters. Characters in the Teenage Exocolonist. Oh, Tangent Rex. Okay, here we go. So this is our mum. I mean, hard to judge with this one. I mean, so hard to take fault with this one. Pretty straightforward. I like it, right? It's like she's got the cool tats. She shaved the pattern into her head, which is like really cool. I don't think anyone would have the time to do that in the real world. In fact, I don't think she would have the time as someone who likes to work all the time. I doubt she's fucking shaving this into her head every week. But like, the tats are cool. The jewelry is cool, like the armbands and the earrings. She's just wearing like a classic shirt, like a little, what do you call it, like a tube top? I think that's what they're called, right? Following the design that I've seen like all the colonists, but a lot of the colonists have, of like having a line that goes like through the middle with different, and then you have two different colors or textures on them. Gloves, yeah, just classic trousers. Fun that the trousers like cut into the artificial leg, or prosthetic leg into the boots. Nothing too fancy, but I think it works well. Geranium, upper par. Just awful. Just an absolute awful sense of style on this man. You can say some mixed messages on the very practical clothing and then very complex earrings and shaded head. Feels like the artists couldn't help themselves. Unless the earrings are some kind of cultural thing, in which case nice. Funnily enough, the earrings are specifically not a cultural thing, because the concept, the lore in this game is, no joke, a cult launches a spaceship to colonize a new planet, and on the cult is like, oh, love and harmony, all that kind of stuff. And they talk about how one of the problems on Earth, quote unquote problems, is that people can't keep conflicting over different views and cultures. So they made an entire monoculture. So everyone has the same culture, the same holidays, the same ideas. Which is obviously a terrible idea, but it very much means those are not cultural, because they don't have, because then everyone will be wearing them. So it's purely because she wants to. But yeah, she's very practically minded. Like, I don't think she would be doing that kind of stuff. Unless, well, to be fair, maybe she joined the cult after she was already like 20-something. So maybe she already had it like before then, and she grew up with it, and then she's like, well, I'll just keep it. Geranium, I mean, what is he wearing, man? What are these suspenders that turn into like crisscross like shoulder pads? Yeah, this guy is the biggest mooching bum of all time. I mean, that's kind of his vibe. Like, he's just kind of a chill guy who doesn't really care about, like, he cares about things, but he doesn't really care about fashion. So the fact he's wearing what look like fucking slippers, with like a giant patch on his trousers, like, buddy, I'd say get a job, but somehow you do actually have one. Right, Udicott. Udicott is cool. She's the old council head. Like, she's the one who's in charge before Lum takes over. I like the vibe. I think it's really fun with, like, the... Like, what do you call it? Like, it's not a headdress, like the collar stuff. Like, it's kind of fun. She does look she gives me a little bit like 90s Japanese JRPG character with the giant trouser cuffs. Like, why not just wear like a skirt at this point? Like, they're so huge. But I think she's cool. I think it all kind of fits pretty well. Looks good. Good work, Udicott. Alright, Lum. I mean, Lum just looks like an absolute piece of shit. Although, I mean, he's meant to, right? I do like the cape. I think the cape with the design on the inside is kind of fun. But, like, everything else about his thing... Oh, and his hair's fine. But, like, Bud, what the fuck is this? Yeah, why does he have a boob window that then's attached by, like, cords or, like, straps to then both his nipples to then his collar? What is he doing? And then, like, a completely useless belt. And then thigh-high boots attached by, like, suspenders up to his belt. A shirt with arms so tight you can see his muscles, which seems uncomfortable. Like, and then an absurdly big collar. Buddy, what are you doing? But obviously he's meant to look like an idiot, so, you know, that's fine. Antecedent. Yeah, I think she looks fine. I think this weird netting thing, they love the netting. I don't see the point of it. I like her like transparent shawl she seems to be wearing. Interesting, she has a dress that's cut at the front and at the back. And cut just enough you can see the tattoo across her thigh. She's a devil. She would have been, you know, all the rage back in the day with a cut like that. She's wearing like a giant, like a weird earpiece thing. I don't know what that's up with that. It's like jewelry around the outside of the ear, apart from it doesn't touch the ear. He looks like a Pokemon character for the new titles. BD and SM. That's +2. It's +2 for me. Yeah, I think she looks nice. I don't know what they're doing with this netting thing, but apart from that, I think she looks nice. Instance. I mean, Instance kind of just looks like... Instance has a good design because it's just like the most practical thing of all time. She's like, okay, I don't give a shit about all the stuff you're talking about. I'm wearing a lab coat, I'm wearing a dress, I'm wearing tights or stockings, and I'm wearing my shoes. I got my hair into like a short, neatly cut away, job done. The only thing I'd put her up on is that lab coat has way too large sleeves. If you were actually in a lab, you would want them to be elastic cuffs, so they touch the end of your wrists, and you'd also want them to be much thinner, so you're not knocking shit over when you're moving across the lab. But let's assume this is her out of work clothing and not her actual lab job clothing. Then we have Hal. Oh my god, Hal. Buddy, what the fuck are you wearing? Oh my god. Someone look after this poor man. Sorry, that was my sorry, Judy, that was my the scientist in me. I couldn't help but bring it up. He's wearing like a ripped up yellow shirt over like under like a Hawaiian shirt that doesn't fit him. That's like not even like closed up, and is different sizes on each part of his body. Then over that, he's wearing like a weird jacket that doesn't fit him either. Like, and then he's wearing like baggy sweatpants. That, like, what? Oh, that's a scarf. Oh, it's a scarf. Okay, still. Shut. That's not. Look, mods. This is harassment. I'm being called a dumbass in the chat. Please ban these people. Anyway, if he wants to make me realize it's the scarf, maybe he should wear the scarf better than just fucking putting it around his neck and being like, yeah, that's it. You are the mods mutiny? Fuck. Fuck. I should have seen this coming. Anyway, he fucking... Buddy, you need a makeover. Stop letting the AI tell you how to dress. Tonin, honestly, pretty good. For a guy who his job is exploring outside, I think it works, right? It's like he's got trousers on, and then he's got waterproof, like the waterproof trousers you can attach to the outside of your normal trousers to make sure they don't get wet. They're tucked into his big boots. He's wearing like some sort of mechanical gloves. He's got a shirt on. He's got like a puffy jacket on to keep him warm, or to buoyant, I guess, in case he falls in the water. He's got one of these metal chest plates on, which I guess is there to like protect him. And he's got fluffy hair. He does look like a sheep Pokemon. He does have a sheep head. The rest looks fine. Kind of ugly. I mean, it's definitely more practical wear than like fun fashion wear, right? The weird chest pieces, yeah, I don't know why. Like they never talk about these chest pieces in the game, I don't think. So I'm not sure exactly why they're there. But I can probably go back here now, right? They are. Utopia, we looked at. Ret. I mean, oh, man. What do I even say about this, man? He's got trousers that have the cutout crotch. He's got, like, fishnet corset going on. I mean, he's got the... That's good. You like this one, Fifi? He's got, like... I mean, I like... Yeah. I just don't know what to think about it. Future Space Bouncer. I mean, the sleeveless arms into the braces is very fun. Judge, their full name is Rhetorical. The names in this game are insane. I mean, it's a much more of like a restrained chest plate, which I think is nicer. The boots are fun. Kind of like fantasy, though. Like medieval fantasy. Ret on the colony walls. I love how he's clearly just been placed on it. The chaps give him a bit of a cowboy look, the sleeveless armor gives him a violent look, and the overall look makes him look competent. I imagine he's like a gruff army guy. Yeah, he's the head of security. So he's like the guy in charge of all the security stuff. Congruence is the AI. Not really much you can say about her. She's got like a kids female presenter vibe going on. But like she that's all you see of her. Seek for obsequious. Okay, I mean Seek. Girl. I can't tell if the robe is too long or her legs are just too long for her body. She looks like a stick figure. Seek is not beating the Pokemon allegations. You are 100% right. She could easily be a gym leader. for like a water or maybe like a ghost or psychic type Pokemon gym. Do they actually hook round her legs, or is that just like to keep it on her? The nerd type, exactly. Then we have Com. We saw Com. We have Mugar, who's just a child. But I mean, yeah, very child-coded. I like the giant jumpsuit. It's kind of fun. It's kind of cute. And then into like big puffy arms. Got like are those pockets in the right leg or the bow? But yeah, she's very cute. Obviously, she's meant to look like a tortoiseshell cat. She has the tail and the hair. And then because it's like she's got vertiligo, but it's like with like how a tabby can have bits of orange or white across the skin. I guess that's the motif they were going with. That's fun. That's very fun. Are the pockets going to her ankles? I don't know. Probably. And then there's her as a very young baby. She looks very cute standing there, like, what? Huh? Anyway. We have Auntie Tiara. Who the heck is this? Oh, Cal's mother. Okay. I literally, like, it's crazy. I think I've seen this woman, like, twice in the entire game. Like, you meet Cal's mum, like, twice. Like, I swear she's, like, the least met character I've seen in the entire game. I mean, I think it's nice. She's got like a very matronly kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's like a really cool design. It's like, she's got the coat, she's got like an apron on, she's got like 3/4 trousers, some like almost like Crocs on, some slippers. She's like, you know, outdoorsy a little bit, but like not super outdoorsy, but you know, she's practically minded, she's looking after kids, she's got her hair looks nice, she's got the little, whatever you call that thing over her hair, she's got like a thing around her neck. Yeah, looks good. Too busy getting with her 3 husbands. I didn't know she had that. I didn't know she was got 3 husbands. She's living the dream. Also, Wood. Well, you gotta get in line, buddy. There's 3 husbands you gotta get through first. Oh yes, this is one of Mars's dads, right? Brother. This guy looks like you've caught him mid-dad hobby. I'm not exactly sure which hobby it is. Was he doing like woodwork? Was he playing paintball? Was he shooting on the range? I don't know. But whichever one it is, you've caught him like mid-hobby. He's got the fucking hobby like sports glasses on. He's got like pockets full of like just bric-a-brac. He's got like sports shoes on. Early 2000s Saturday morning cartoon design. He's also got a shirt that only has 1 sleeve. Which, bold. I don't know exactly how that works, but, Alright, also get some new trousers, my guy. Get some new trousers. These ones don't fit you, and you've also seemed to have patched them up like 5 different times. It's a triathlon of jogging, woodwork, and egg and spoon race. It really is. And then we have his other dad, Bernie, who works in construction. I mean, I kind of like this. Well, actually, hold on. I was going to say I liked it until I noticed how the trousers are working. Where he's like got some shorts and then he stitched them on to some chaps or like some other trousers. But he's left the gap at each knee and also up the thigh. I don't really understand what he's doing with the trousers. He got buff and he didn't want to buy new pants. Honestly, that's understandable. Yeah, the fish. No, I like the tops. I like the fishnets. I like the jacket thing he's wearing. I like the shirt. You know, he's got like a cool like grey hair, but black beard, all very tidy, very neat. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the trousers. I don't know what's going on with the trousers. Each husband gets one white sleeve. Oh, they tore up a shirt and gave each other half. Very cute. And then like, you know, shoes and socks look fine. They're whatever. I think that's everyone. There you go. Do. That's all of them. Is there another image of Sim? There you go. There's him as like more of a full length thing. He looks like he's going to like a goth vampire RP thing. Like, what is up with this like chain belt he's got on? But you know, I fuck with it. Like, if you wanted to find someone who really loves like Halloween on Christmas, what's it called? The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like the fact that his cape cuts into like you know, ribbons at the end, so it looks almost like spiderweb kind of ripped up things at the back, into the cartoonishly like thin curved legs and feet. Very Jack Pumpkin King coded. Did we ever meet any of these people? Which ones? I think we've met all of these people. Yeah, a lot of them were only in a couple of scenes. Like, Mars's parents were only in the scene where Mars is like, would you clean up my room? And you say yes. And then Auntie Tiara, you only see when you talk to Cal a couple of times. But yeah. Well, thank you for joining. We're 20 minutes early, but we have finished the game. So maybe it's a good time to end the stream. Yeah, unless there's anything you want me to do for 20 minutes. I don't know if there's anything. I can't really think of anything that you could do in 20 minutes. So, thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I saw Man of Answers live, so we will raid him. He is playing Chaos Child. So he is, if you are interested in that, or you don't have to worry about spoilers, because I know he was playing. Well, you have to worry about spoilers for Chaos Child, but I know he's playing Forgotten City earlier. But you don't have to worry about spoilers for that if you want to watch that, because he's not playing that anymore. Thanks for the stream and indulging you in the fashion showcase anytime, Fifi. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow for more of the devil. I'm excited. It's getting hot. It's getting good. Big things have happened. Bigly things, which I will not mention because people may not have caught up. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. We may or may not be ending Chapter 1 tomorrow. When are we doing the Fantasy League? Okay, so also, you may not have seen this on the Discord. It's too late to join, I'm afraid, if you wanted to join. But on the Discord, we are doing a video game fantasy draft league thing. So, like, if you know fantasy football, it's like that, but with games that come out in 2026, and you get points for winning, or like you get points for how well your games score critically. 9 p.m. GMT, 10 p.m. Central European time. On the Discord, we're going to live stream the draft. If you want to come by and watch, feel free. Otherwise, I think I'll just post some of the images of like what everyone chose on the Discord, and like we'll just keep it up to date. I might make a channel for it just to show like weekly updates or something, or I might just post it in general. But anyway, 9 p.m. GMT on the Discord. So 2 hours from now. Anyway, farewell. I'll send you a thread.
But hello, Hypothetical Walrus raiding party. Welcome. We have just restarted my long-awaited visual novel adventure with Chaos Child.